and welcome to Bloodpunk. Shuffle over everyone.
Christ, saw everything move.
We're everything to Steph. She
Yeah,
just
you
said
are.
I saw everything move, and it was us that moved.
Guys, I'm here.
You don't want us with quality.
Send it back.
So,
One of us can't read and write, the other one breaks down emotionally.
Which one's which? Get in the comments.
It's funny because I can't read or write either.
Hi, Jack.
hello. Episode 16 today. Continuing some blood vision madness with the founder, which I'm sure you're all really looking forward to.
Oh, yeah.
We say it resentfully, but like we do enjoy playing this.
No, I'm glad. But let's do a bit of corporate shilling. So, who would like to talk about the lovely broken Richard currently with his unfortunate injury?
Go on, Alex.
So Richard is a very good guy.
Yeah, he is.
He makes some excellent 3D printed miniatures.
Yes.
I have used him on several occasions.
Have you?
Fucked him up though, because he wanted me to use Friends and Family PayPal, and I thought I did, didn't. So in trying to up his service, I ended up downing his service.
That sounds like you. We have an exclusive code to the stars that you can use on his Etsy store, which unfortunately actually is currently closed. But if you're watching this posthumously, which is the right word,
Hang on.
one of us might be. Who knows?
It might be Richard.
Is it Richard?
Let's not talk about that.
This in memoriam. In memoriam, I don't even know. I can't say that one. No, so if you're watching this post, then you can go to his Etsy store, use the code to the stars, you'll get 10%. 15%. I've had a migraine, alright? Leave me alone. This is a well-oiled machine.
Yes, it is.
Hi.
You also, if you spend over £20 in your basket, you'll get a free 3D printed Starfinder badge. But as, unfortunately, Richard has had a little bit of a whoopsie, the Etsy currently is on a holiday. However, if you go to his Instagram, you can find a kind of sympathy sale of some of his pre-printed and painted things, which are amazing. And he also has a Ko-fi, which if you want to just support Richard and show him you love him as much as we do, buy him a coffee. He deserves it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, exactly that. Thank you so very much.
And if you'd like to support us, you can do so if you have Amazon Prime, which you link to your Twitch, which means you can subscribe to any channel on Twitch for free once every month. And if you're already here, why not already subscribe to us, because we're awesome and you just keep watching us. So show us you like us by subscribing, and it helps us out in the long run.
I want to buy a skateboard.
Ian wants to buy a skateboard. So feel his need for a skateboard. Poor Ian.
Or a skateboard.
But if you want something for your money, you can visit our merch store on DRAGONBORNindustries.com to find things like the olive t-shirt like I'm wearing here, and the lovely sort of Dynatech Industries mug. Does anyone use it?
Not today.
We're actually nil
On
the
gay
Dynatech
today.
mug.
I have absolutely zero clue of what's going on. I fucking run this ship and I have no fucking clue what's happening. I'm like every CEO now. They get to a point like, fuck it. Make me some money, I want to buy a skateboard.
True, big babe.
But if you want to show your support for us and you want something in return for a little bit of your money, then please go there and buy some merch, because it also helps promote us out in the field, out in the outside, the real world as it is.
It does.
So please go ahead and do that. And also YouTube, we have YouTube membership, where you can get a little bit of extra content, much like the Drift Debrief on Starfinder.
Yeah, I need to do a few more shorts at the moment for that. I've actually been falling behind a little bit on it. So I do apologise, members. I will get back on that very shortly.
But there is a little bit of extra content on there, and it's pretty cheap. What's the lowest one? I can't remember.
So the behind screen tier, which is the one that you actually get the content, that's I think $4.99 a month. Then there's like an appreciation tier, which is just like tips. That's I think $2.99 a month, which is just like a go get a coffee, or just go in the kitty kind of thing.
So if you're so inclined, please go ahead and do that. That would mean a lot to us. I don't think there's really a lot else to much
We've
to
got
say.
the 1K giveaway
Oh, yes.
happening.
So yeah, we hit 1K subscribers on YouTube, and with that I decided that it was a while ago that I was going to give away one of the Dwarven Miner dices, so the Diggy Diggy Hole dice that I did that my kids were like, you should do a Diggy Diggy Hole themed dice, and there's only 3 of them in the world. My 2 kids have the other 2, and this one will be the only one I make. Somebody could offer me £1 million and I will turn it down to make another one of those. That's how bespoke I want this to be. So that's going out there. Richard is doing us a sci-fi meets fantasy dice tower to go with it as well, which kind of fits our Starfinder campaign, but also the Diggy Diggy Hole dice. I believe tomorrow I'll be getting some stuff from Midnight Tower for it. Battle Systems has said they're going to send some stuff for it. Happy Piranha are going to send some stuff for it. So there are going to be more prizes added to the prize pool. All you have to do is like that video, subscribe to the channel, and just follow the instructions in the description on that video, and it could all be yours.
Very, very good. I'm all out of things.
Crit Awards! I'm gonna jump in there because it absolutely is worth mentioning that Steph here is up for a critty with Best Player in a Paizo production. So while you are over on the internet doing whatever it is, I don't judge. You know, incognito mode, whatever. Just go over, you know, maybe there's an advert on as you're waiting. Just head on over to thecritawards.org, fill in the form, just do Steph for Best Player Paizo, and if you could also go with Joe Treff for Best GM Paizo, because they are our lovely friends and counterparts over in Massachusetts in America, who also do a Starfinder stream, and they are just lovely, and Joe is amazing.
Indeed. I've got one quick thing before we crack in. Siobhan has officially joined the Gals and Pals team. So as Gals and Pals is growing, Siobhan has come on to help me out a bit more, and so we are going to be doing a Pride special at Happy Piranha called Big Gay Orcs. Which is a 1-page ttrpg written by Grant Howitt. We're going to be running 2 tables. 1 table has already sold, so there are only 6 spaces left. It is open to anyone in the LGBTQ+ community, regardless of gender. This is why it's Gals and Pals. But yeah, you can find all the information at happypiranha.com/events. And Jack also made a mistake this afternoon.
Yeah.
Jack, when we went to Tesco's, and we messaged the group saying they don't want anything, and Jack said to surprise him.
Yeah.
So I've got you the Bloodpunk special.
Oh, God.
We'll start off with
Jesus Christ.
olives. If you want to pass those over.
There you go.
And to finish it up.
Thank you so much. I will not be eating these. What is
Super
that?
heavies
Oh, yeah. Gonna need that.
for day 2. Just
you
for
very
you,
much.
Jack.
Your imagination.
Free spirit.
Yeah.
Why do they call that?
I don't know, but that was immediately like, yes.
Because I imagine Clunge Blocker 3000. Probably not.
I think that the female sanitary market is missing a trick there.
They write some shit on these.
Read it out. Read us the tampon box.
Tesco's own brand, free spirit, feel confident. It says that on the box.
Demonstrate one.
Not happening. Mike, go.
I have to stop talking.
Oh, sorry, man. 24 in here. 24 tampons. That'd be fucking hell.
Great for nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
I
Loads of
do. I have
nosebleeds.
nosebleeds
Do you
a lot.
actually?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, well.
If it gets ever slightly warm, gone.
Well,
There you go.
sorted.
It's not usually the warmth. It's more like the pressure.
Yeah.
If there's like a thunderstorm or something.
So there you go. You're prepped and ready now, Jack.
Stick one of these up there.
Sorted.
It is a non-applicated tampon.
Yeah. So you've
Go
just
to the
got to.
environment.
Yeah, it's much better. You don't need the applicator. You just need to be confident.
Yeah.
Get the
some good
angle right.
breaths.
Yeah.
Put a leg up on the bathtub. You'll be fine.
Amazing. I need that for my
vision.
nose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Happy Christmas, Jack.
I don't know what else to say. Oh, look, I've got a little bit of a blurb here.
This is the stream now.
Yeah, I'm watching this.
Our tampons provide lasting protection with widthways expansion. The all-round expansion and a smooth design provides added comfort. Yes, I'm sure it does. They are small and discreet with an easy twist wrapper. Shall I continue? Shall I stop there?
What have we become?
Our super tampons are ideal for medium to heavy flow days. For added protection, use alongside Tesco Free Spirit panty liners. Live life confidently. Tesco Free Spirit. There you go, Tesco. A bit of free promotion for you there.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Gotta say, I was never expecting that. So,
Alex expected it.
Yeah.
fair play.
Yeah, Alex guessed it immediately. I said to Siobhan, just like checks and tumbles, and she went,
That's about the appropriate reaction.
Well, for me, I was like, well, it makes economic sense, you know, it's hard times, you know.
Indeed.
The
I love that I missed that conversation.
You should have got some fake blood and just lied.
it's too far, Alex.
Come on, mate.
It's another stream.
That's behind the paywall.
Oh, well, that's enough about tampons. Let's crack on in, shall we?
Sound like a true man. That's enough about
That's enough
tampons.
of that. Come on, let's get to D&D. Let's talk about that. Jesus, right.
Ow.
Reset.
Are we all prepped and ready?
I just want a gift of Jack saying panty liners. There's something creepy about a man talking about it, and I don't know why that is, and it shouldn't be.
It was so jaunty.
Yeah. Like he was really into it.
It made him feel confident.
Free spirit.
Free spirit, indeed.
That's the name of the episode.
Do the episode whatsoever. So, last time, yourselves, the party, evaded the oncoming slaughter of a large pack of creatures known as the Mad Bloods at the first metro station, which is where you unfortunately had a bit of a crash with the train, which got blown up by a group known as the Golden Bullet. Many civilians and mountain guards in this attack unfortunately perished in this attack, but you all still survive, and there are a few civilians and mountain guards still alive, but they all make this sort of collective decision after this battle to make their way to Meridel, which you now know to be the main settlement within the Garrote Mountains. But it's amongst a very large, humongous cave complex known as the Undergarrote. And this cave complex sort of spans for miles and miles and miles, at least 200 miles in size width-wise. And it is varying levels to it. They're in the mountains. There's some smaller sort of train stations in and around. There's like even, you know, there's be elevators that even go in between the levels of these cave complex. But you are making your way towards Meridel with this group of civilians and mountain guards. However, in the middle of this journey, you've been journeying around maybe an hour or two, and your vision starts to blur, and you're now within your second blood vision, where you were approached with a massive sort of stone corridor that splits into 5 ways in front of you, and at the end of which were different varying figures. At the moment, you've only seen 3 of them, and you've seen them basically from order in the right order at the moment. So the first one you saw was the child version of the founder, and they were about sort of 10 years old, and they were sort of trying to find a cure for a disease that they're currently having to deal with. And you decide to help them, and you succeed. What they were doing in this moment was trying to create a portal, essentially, to another sort of realm. You are unsure what this realm was, but this child version of the founder makes his way through this portal and it shuts behind him. And you are then thrust again back into the stone corridor. And you make your way through the second one, where you visited an older version of the founder, elderly, maybe like sort of 60, 70 years old, and they're sort of studying in a grand library. And you have a bit of a conversation with him, sort of trying to work out some of his morals, questionable or not. But in the middle of this, there's a flash of light, and this being of holy energy appears in this space, and speaks of the founder's end, and wants to basically just kill the founder because he knows too much, essentially. And there's a bit of to and fro from the founder and you all, sort of trying to decide whether you guys are going to help him survive this encounter, fear, you kind of attempt to. You get some shots off of this holy elemental. Unfortunately, you died within this little vision, but you were thrust straight back into the stone corridor, alive, injuries no longer. Can't remember if I said, but you actually get 1 blood degeneration.
You did, and I think I added it on.
That's fine. Kitty and Marionette, you both sort of decide, well, you know what, let's leave the founder to it, and just let him deal with it on his own. And making this sort of conscious decision, you are pulled out of this vision and put into the stone corridor, exactly where Fear is, and Marcus left alone in front of this elemental, and proceeds a grand fight in this library as you're sort of clashing with the shield and sword, and you're driving this elemental back away from the founder until you strike one last time and you dispatch this being, whoever they are, back into the ether. And the founder thanks you for your help and your protection. And you are then also whacked back into the stone corridor. You then all go into the third corridor and you see another version of the founder, but much, much older, easily breaking 100, 120 maybe. And they're making their way up a snowy peak mountain where he thinks there is some sort of book that lies on the peak of this mountain that will help him cure himself of this disease. But doesn't make it all the way there, as an avatar of death makes his way towards the founder, and he tries to basically take the life force of the founder. But Marcus once again steps in and protects the founder, clashing sword and shield with scythe, and you managed again to dispatch another being, another otherworldly being of unknown nature, from killing the founder, and again you are thanked. And again, you are now back in the stone corridor with 2 corridors remaining. And you have not seen the figures at the end of this corridor whatsoever at this point.
Shall we continue chronologically and look at 4?
Yes, I suppose that's best.
What has happened to your voice? What was that? Don't you ever use that voice again. You talk properly.
I haven't been quite the same since you were in my body.
I've heard that more than once.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding.
Well,
Tinge.
oh dear, let's look at 4.
Yes.
Okay. Who's going in first?
I'll go.
You'll go. Okay. It's fine. Nothing's going to happen.
No, of course not.
I think Fear's like about to step down and you go, and he's like, okay.
You make your way down, and it's not very long corridor, it's about 30, 40 feet. And at the other end of these, the first 3 corridors, you saw what I described to be sort of like a 2D image in a 3D plane. There's this weird sort of static image of the founder, as you now know, in these visions. This one, however, is blurred. You can't make out many details, but it is certainly bigger. 8 foot or so. There's more to it. It's not just like a humanoid figure. There's other weird things about it, but like I say, it's blurred. You can't quite work it out here.
Can't do like a perception check to like see if we notice any of the kind
If
of features.
Marionette's up first, you can absolutely make a perception check
Let's perceive.
to see if you can see
Marionette.
anything.
I don't perceive.
You don't
That's a
perceive.
natural 1 to start off strong.
Lovely.
Which makes it a 9.
It's not bad.
You're just struggling maybe in this sort of weird low light of this
Let me
corridor.
adjust my eyes a little bit.
It's not helping.
Steaming up.
You're trying to like refocus your
Yeah.
sort of your ocular,
Oh no, I'm on macro. Hang on.
and none of it's sort of working. I'll allow one other person to make a perception check.
I said I was going to follow you straight
Yeah.
down, so I don't mind doing it. And now with level 6, I'm now actually proficient in perception.
Ooh,
15.
15.
puffed in.
The only sort of extra detail that you get from looking at this blurred image, again, there's something extra to this sort of humanoid figure that's there. Could be wings, could be a cape that's like billowing. it's hard to tell, but there's something extra behind this figure that doesn't look normal.
It's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry.
That must be Obi-Wan. So I've just seen the Spotify's not coming through. Why is that? Apologies.
If it's sad. Clicking buttons.
Right, we're good. I think we've got some noise. Right, cool. Anyway, sorry. Make sure that's there.
I think just before like we get to like a and it appears we've evolved.
Ever evolving these days.
I think
More than we can say for the founder.
at this moment, your vision blurs.
I meant the
And you find yourselves in a huge cave deep underground. The screams of various creatures around you fill your ears. Some are cursing, some are begging for mercy, some are just screaming in pain. As you walk forward, you see in the center of this cave a hulking figure, again around 8 foot tall, 8.5 approaching maybe. A hulking figure with very muscled bat wings on their back, and they're facing away from you at this moment. And you can see down the back of their neck is this white hair that is very long at this point. It's kind of flowing over their shoulders slightly, but they're hunched over slightly as well. They're kind of like, you can see from the figure that it looks like it's probably quite painful to stand up completely straight, or whether they just assume this kind of natural position of being hunched over. And you can see these bat wings are, if they were to be extended, just like 10, 15 foot wide, but they were kind of like bunched up and just sort of calm at this moment in time. But what kind of grabs you immediately in front of you is another figure that's chained to the ground. An angelic figure, not sort of unlike the one you met in the library, but this time you can make out more features. They are humanoid. They're not made of just energy. They have this very sort of pale skin, almost golden in colour. Probably the purest creature you've ever seen. You can see they have white feathery wings on their back, and it's kind of like, at this moment, like hugging their own sort of body, and you can see this angelic figure has wounds on them. They've been impaled, they've been scratched, they've been bitten, but they are chained from their neck and their wrists to the ground itself, forced into this sort of crouched position. And you can hear this angel is sobbing to themselves. And I can say, as you sort of approach a bit further, silver tears are dropping to the ground. And you can see they are very much like, not just silvery in colour, but they have kind of this almost like viscous sort of nature to them, and it's sort of just dripping to the ground in front of them. This angel looks up at you and says, "I know that you have good hearts, but please free me. I am a creature of mercy, and all I ask is that you show some of it. Please, I'm begging you, please." And it's at this moment the hulking figure before you turns around, and you can see around their neck now is there sort of this sort of ruby necklace, and you know this to be one that the founder would wear. And what strikes you immediately is on their arms, jutting out from their forearms, are these 3 foot, 4 foot long bone spikes jutting from them. And he's almost using them as like support for walking almost. And just this hulking, muscled, bat-like humanoid creature. So great in power, yet so weak in spirit. This power of this angel deserves to be wielded by a higher form of being. Beings such as us, Come, join me. Let's feast. What do you do?
I'm going to say, stop that. It's silly.
You say this for what is essentially the bat form. You can see.
It's silly.
Even Fear is like mouth slightly open, like.
Good one, Marcus.
I think Marcus
that'll
got
really do
hit
it.
on the head recently.
You can see the monster. This monster is cocks their head a little bit at you and just grabs the neck of this angel and like just picks them up by the neck. And like these chains are like just like pulling at their neck at the same time. It's just like yanking them off the ground. No, I don't think I will.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Could I detect thoughts of the bat founder?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is a spell.
Yes.
Tell me what must happen in this
Let me just double check.
thoughts.
Yes, I can do it. I've got another second level. So, so I learn the surface thoughts of a creature
Okay.
within 30 feet.
Do I have to make a check or anything like that?
There's a lot of words on this spell card. Give me a second. So, if I want to probe deeper, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. So I guess it's kind of like you give me the surface, and if I want to dig deeper, then
So
you make a
get
wisdom.
something regardless.
You get so the surface is what is on their mind
Yeah.
at this initial moment, and then the saving throw is like you go for. I think it's either their deepest hate,
It
love,
says,
or fear.
so it says, if you probe deeper, if it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, the spell just ends. So, yeah, that's kind of. I just want to.
Okay. Surface thoughts are an overwhelming hunger for more, for power. And
Power specifically.
I mean, you know that to sort of
Yeah.
be the kind of founder's
Yeah.
stick, as it were.
Yeah.
But in this moment, that's all he's thinking about.
Okay.
Having this celestial being in front of him.
Can I probe a deeper?
Okay, I have to make a check then.
Yes, so wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a cocker. What's your save?
Fucking hell, wait.
13. Oh. Yeah, it's only a 4 on the dice. You get the feeling, and you can sort of get a better sense of their thoughts in this moment. That are getting ever closer to figuring everything out. This is just one other step. And this could be the step.
I think knowing, I don't know that that's going on, but I know that Marcus was like, stop that, that's silly. And like, Fear was fearful of one of these creatures. Like, there was no getting around that. He was like, you know, and there is this moment, and he doesn't know why, that he is fearful of it, but there is this moment because of its weakened position that he will take a step forwards. Hoping to taste the sun just once. And the fangs just like, you would watch it slowly, like Alien, like, with that like mouth, like, as he will like, if the founder's holding them there, I mean, how big's this creature?
The founder or the angel?
The angel.
6.5, 7 foot.
Okay, so neck readily available.
Well, like, they're kind of being held up in this sort of like a meal.
Okay, ribs it is.
And there's arms, there's legs in front of you that you can just grab at and just go in.
And he like, it's very slow like to it, and like mentally he does not know what the fuck is happening to him. Like, he has no clue that like these past visions, like why he's so intent on sort of supporting the founder, even with all this bullshittery that he knows, but then it's still kind of like anti the current crown. So he just and like will slowly go in, and it'll be like on the rib cage, like right where like they're being held up, and he will pull from it.
Plunge your fangs into this angelic creature, and immediately this silver blood enters your system.
That's what I was worried about.
It tastes
Divine.
strange. I mean, that's one word for it. Divine. You've never... I mean, tell me if you've ever tasted celestial blood before. It's probably quite unlikely, but...
Of course you haven't.
I eat sewer rats.
You're quite used to, normal blood being metallic, or tastes like iron. This tastes nothing of the sort. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, then it has like a little bit of sourness into it. It's kind of this mixture of flavours. It's very strange. But you can't help but just want more.
And he just...
It being in your nature.
Nosferatu is
Oh, like just like in that prison cell, just like when he was properly down.
Yeah.
But like he for him, like there is no way of getting around this crap unless we're fighting or doing anything else. So he just goes for it, and like when he feels that urge, he can't resist that addiction. Like he just.
Yep. And this hulking founder looks to the rest of you.
I think seeing fear, like clearly, completely losing himself
It's
in
like
this
the
moment.
arms are like going
Yeah,
round, like
Marionette is going to spring load back her arm, shoot out Silver Needle at the founder, particularly where he's holding this angelic being, not to kind of like specifically hurt him, but just as a warning, sort of like almost like a slap of drop it.
drop it.
I'm gonna try make a ranged attack first. Ooh, that's shit.
We're gonna hit points back for this.
Not at this very moment.
I'm actually alright.
That's only 9.
Only 9.
Yeah.
Certainly does not hit, I'm afraid.
But I'm just gonna spring it. I think it just sort of goes just in the gap and doesn't quite make it like tings off the side of the cave. But Marionette's gonna kind of take that opportunity of this noise of this silver needle springing forth. This is quite enough. This is cruel. This is unnecessary. Look at what you've become. This is not life. You're a monstrosity, and I will not have you besmirch this boy with your foulness. And I'll go and try and pull fear off the angel.
I mean, the first thing, the founder replies. This is but a step in my evolution.
Step back.
That.
And you try and pull fear.
Just, not even just pull him, just like put hands on him just to kind of try and ground him.
How would fear react being touched?
Yeah.
While
So normally it would freak the fuck out.
it's almost like a cat having their food. If they're being touched, it's like fuck off.
He
mate.
described it as this like he's certainly like at this point, like his hands are like going around the body to like the ribs and stuff, and like this like their pale golden skin meets like the white clammy pale of Fear's, which is almost like a grey blue at this point, and he's like digging in and like really like I think it's like one of those things like a big Capri Sun where you just and like he because of the way he described it, I don't think he wants to let go of that. So I think somebody putting their hands on his shoulders, he thinks he's locked in, so it's not going to matter. So just like
There's no immediate reaction.
no, because this is too good. This is better than anything he's drunk, and the root nature of his vampirism, and the fact that he doesn't understand why this celestial thing scares him so much, as per, but also this need to either overcome it or destroy it, is like this weird juxtaposition for his.
You're locked in.
Yeah, I think he's absolutely like just full on like bear hugging at this point, and just like even like to the point where like if you try and pull back, his nails like go into them.
It's not pulling back at all. It is literally just hands on, and I think very soothingly, like, you can let go. You can say some for later. Don't spoil your dinner all at once. Just don't lose yourself here.
You can see this angelic creature is not crying out in pain. They're just...
Stop it.
Like right on the ribcage, leaving like that tattoo of fucking lips.
You can see that like they're like wincing, like maybe
Little more.
with every sort of like
Almost at the station.
there's this moment like just tears are rolling down their face, and it's just almost like accepting their fate in this moment, and all is lost.
I think Marcus will sense like a growing sort of like, this is going to go sour at any moment. Like, Fear's not moving. Marionette can't shift Fear.
Yeah.
I'm going to like draw my sword and like I'm kind of ready to sort of hack his arm off almost.
I'm not the founder.
Yeah, I'm not giving myself away. I'm just like, you know, when like
You're ready.
readying.
From protecting the founder to knowing what he will become, to then in this moment of monstrosity to be like, but that's a step too far. The step in the middle, we don't want to know about the Homo erectus.
No.
We want to go from God to human.
I don't know if Marcus, like, I don't know if the angel's about to turn into something or the founder's about to do something. I'm just a bit like, what's going on here? Weapon drawn.
What about you, Kitty? What are you doing?
I think Kitty's generally got her little notebook out, just taking some notes. Because in her eyes, this isn't real. Because she's just kind of just seeing how it's going to pan out. You know, this is something quite extraordinary, you know. She's remembering that she's a journalist.
I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah, so I think she's just kind of just
Oh shit, my job.
reacting. Maybe just like sat with her legs crossed on the floor, just watching it all unfold. Because at this stage, it's like, well, it kind of feels like it's inevitable what's going to happen.
Right?
So, yeah.
It feels like you can't stop what's about to
Like, what am
happen.
I
So you
gonna
may as
do?
well.
Yeah.
And I think that's part
Get
of it
some
for Fear,
popcorn.
is to just go with the flow of the river and just, at this point, like, we are being pulled along this journey. We don't have it. And I think he said it in, like, the last one. He's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
They're not going to listen. They're not going to change.
So, like this, you said this angelic beings, he doesn't, when you said he doesn't look like he's trying to stop it, or like, I know he's chained.
He very much looks like he's just given up hope.
Okay, so it's not a sense of
he
like...
asked you guys for like to help him,
Yeah.
and the next thing he knows, one of you is just now feasting on him from his ribcage, and he's just like, I guess this is it. You can see him just kind of like limp and just.
Can I attempt to charm person on the founder? Just to sort of like reason, like find out a bit more what's happening.
What do you do this, bro?
Bro, stop.
Sort of like...
By means, try.
what do I do?
I've got to make a check.
Join me. It's really good.
Yeah, drop it.
Saving
The Brian Griffin thing where they try to take the crucifix off him.
Beat a 13.
A 13.
Yes.
They pass, unfortunately.
It was almost like a sort of like... Wait a moment.
Daddy, please.
Stop it.
But Daddy, chill.
Daddy, I love him.
What the hell even is that?
Can we just calm down?
He looks straight at you.
Remember me?
Your petty tricks will not work here. Feast now.
So we have to feast.
No, you don't have to feast.
The founder is just basically telling you to feast with him. What you do is up to you. You have control of what you do.
Apparently.
Anyone got a ribcage I can get into method on?
I mean,
Go on, Jack.
I suppose I am a vampire, and I am quite hungry. So I will just...
Then feast.
Getting there. So I think I will just kind of like...
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's
like an apple.
What part of the celestial being do you feast?
Where are you?
I'm on lower right ribcage. And I'm like fucking making out with this shit right now.
I think, like, I will just grab one of his arms.
Yeah.
And just like...
Like straight out of the wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, old chap.
What does it taste like? Good to know.
A little bit sweet, a little bit sour.
Celestial in nature.
Have you had celestial blood before?
I don't know. I can speak. No, I can't. I can speak in film.
That's really helpful.
No, I haven't tasted it.
It's a sort of similar experience to fear. It's the nicest blood that you've ever tasted, and you just want more.
Okay. Is there like can I get something from this? Like HP?
Does God mode activate?
Something will happen in a minute, but we're not quite there yet.
Okay.
You two have made your decision. You're feasting.
I'm like backing you up.
As far as you two are involved, obviously, Marinette, I know you can't have it.
No, I can't.
Rub your face against the angel's chest.
No, Marinette is gonna seeing this is just gonna like.
Change.
Blood can be.
Yeah, I
injected into
know,
you.
but I have already maintained Marinette will never
Fair
do
enough.
that.
I'm just saying.
This is not what she wanted.
Yeah.
This is not a choice that she wanted.
Yeah.
It was something she was backed into,
Yeah.
and it has forced her into this position of
Yeah.
injustice, anger. And
It's almost like all of vampirism.
yeah,
Really.
and so she's gonna seeing Marcus now get involved. She's gonna and Kitty, apparently being investigative journalist number one over there, is gonna. If an automaton could sigh, I think her hydraulics kind of release a little bit, and she's gonna let fear go, and just kind of as she steps back. The founder's about 8 foot now currently. Okay, she's sitting in at about 7'2", and it's just gonna up a little bit, and I'm gonna.
You still don't reach his eye
I
level.
don't reach his eye level,
yes.
but I'm just gonna like up close and personal with him, and I'm gonna cast Blood Link.
Can you tell me what that does again, please?
It's basically because I've got a vial of his blood, thanks to body swap over here.
Yeah.
I can telepathically establish a telepathic link.
I mean,
Sorry.
there's no DC or anything.
Nope, it just
the
happens.
link is created, and you can feel yourself being able to communicate.
I think I'm gonna kind of go through to him. This manipulation starts early with you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It's never going to stop, is it?
Finally, you learn something.
I've known for a long time. I've known from the second that we were forced to drink from your chalice. I had hoped there was some redemption in you, but there's none to be found, is there?
What they say.
Do you know the
YOLO!
Do you know the power word kill?
This is my redemption. This is how I make things better for the world.
This is sad.
Call it what you want.
I call it what I want. I see a lonely, old man, driven to the point of monstrosity in a cave by himself.
This is but a step in my journey.
And what a sad step it is.
Take your money,
I'm get out of my house.
Jane.
I can't even be angry at you anymore. I'm just disappointed. And I cut off the link.
Just disappointed. And I mean, you're pretty close to the founder at this point. And they kind of still manage to sort of look down at you, but only just by little, even with your height. And they start to kind of like bare their teeth, and it's like really long, needle-like teeth as they sort of this horrible grin. And he says one last time to you all, "Will you feast or not?"
Do it.
No.
Very
Thanks.
well.
Right.
And the founder will just go in on the celestial being at his neck. While you two are feeding, it's this like convulsion of bodies at this point. It's like you two are hanging on, but at this point, like the power of the founder and his monstrosity form is just like undulating. Like all this blood is just going, and you can feel like yourselves trying to like get at any of this blood as it sort of flows through the veins, and you're struggling to get at it because it's just like swimming past your mouth and leaking through to the neck where the founder is just feeding upon this angel. And You both eventually run dry as you can feel the veins are now just devoid of anything liquid. There's a moment's respite where you kind of like come back to your senses.
Fear turns around, like the silvers on his like really like dark and like blue lip now looks like blue steel. Like as he turns around.
But both of you can make me a Constitution saving throw.
This is always going to end well.
You can add a +5 to every one of your modifiers and your roll.
12, dog.
You got 12, even with the +5
Yeah.
on top.
22.
2. Okay, so start with fear. You were the first to feed on the celestial being, whoever they are.
No, we had a great time.
I mean, you loved every moment of drinking that celestial blood, and now it's gone. And
Oh my god, does Fear have a tantrum?
What's new?
You feel like
Man's dickhead.
you were taken away from finishing your meal, and this blood that's now within you starts to flow through your veins. And for like maybe like a minute or so, it feels like just a surge of power and celestial ability. And then it gets too much. You feel yourself burning up from the inside as you sort of like hunch over, and like you can feel your veins start to almost burst with the mixture of the celestial blood and your own blood, as your body in this moment is unable to take it. In this moment, you die.
Again? Oh, it's too many degradations.
Just within, after you're hunched over in this pain, it doesn't take long, about 30 seconds, and you just fall to the ground, dead. And you then wake up in the stone corridor again.
Blood degradation point?
Yes.
It's only number 4.
Does that count as long rest?
No.
That's number 5 then if it is.
Marcus.
Yes.
Marco.
You also feel the surge of power from the celestial blood. Yes, you were taken away from finishing your meal, as it were, but you're not too bothered by it. You had your fill. You feel the power flow through you, but you manage to control it. You manage to subdue it, and you can feel it just...
Swat!
You also almost feel like you're forcing this blood that's not yours to work with your own. And it's all mixing together in your system, and
You can imagine it's like it goes like straight into my DNA. It's just like
very much.
Yeah.
It's like we're seeing like the microscopic blood cells.
that's sort of like the triple helix sort of like breaking down and then reforming. And...
Love it. And you take a long, deep breath as you sort of come back to your senses fully. And you're like, okay. Then that was the tastiest blood meal you've ever had. But you're not like addicted or anything. You just like, you feel good for having done so. And all of you now in this moment, your vision sort of starts to blur once more.
Fucking lightweight.
But before it does so completely, you can hear the founder say once more, blood, carnage, power. Can you feel it?
Yes.
No.
I can already feel the power surging through me. And he summons
get
a
fucked, little
celestial
man.
sword in his hand, the one that an angel would wield. And he just sort of wields it there and looks at it. And he just dissipates it.
Compensating.
And you are now all back in that stone corridor. As the vision blurs completely and you are...
Let's just get the next one over with.
Yeah, let's see what shit he comes up with this time.
Marcus is just gonna be like, oh, fucking hell yeah. That's good.
Pretty good.
I presume I'm back to where I was before hit point wise.
Yeah, that's it. I would recommend.
You suddenly feel a bit of adrenaline. You're like, oh, you got some juice going on. Who goes down corridor 5? The last corridor.
Want me to?
You don't have to. You look a little tired.
At this point, I just want this shit over with.
Yes, maybe don't drink any more angels.
I think we just have to do what he says until we're out of here.
No more
I mean,
angel
we
shots.
don't. So, you know.
And what Daddy's going to be like when we don't
Stop
obey his
calling him
commands.
that. He doesn't deserve it.
Corridor 1, I believe it is.
5.
5. I thought it was 4 and we'd done 2, 3, 4, to be honest.
No, we'd actually done it in order this time.
Corridor 5.
Very well.
Somebody at the door.
You approach this last figure at the end of this corridor. This time it is a humanoid figure. There's no wings. There's not really much in the way of clothes. It's a practically half-naked man.
Ribs.
An incredibly well muscle-sculpted figure of a man. Bald, there's not a single hair upon his body, but there are crimson eyes.
You just said nice.
No, I thought he said balls. I said balls.
I thought he did not have hair on his body. Nice.
Balls.
He's just listing balls as one of the
balls.
features.
Olives.
Just balls.
The founder shirt. So you've got the Grand Advisor shirt, which is a mouth with olives, and the founder one will just be balls.
Sorry, Jack.
Just a scrotum.
It's all good. Bald. But their eyes are completely and utterly red at this point. It's just these crimson orbs in their head. And the lower half is kind of like... It's almost like a skirt, almost, but it's like... Because it's like this image you can't really quite see, but it's very crimson in colour. You can't see, like, there's no belt there or anything. It's just kind of surrounding this lower form of this...
Like a sarong.
Or a
I
kilt.
suppose you could say, yes.
Yeah.
But that's all you see, and they're kind of just arms
Sensible.
outstretched like
So
this.
are their eyes like glowing, or are they just crimson?
Sort of.
Is it the founder again? I
You
presume
think,
it is.
yeah.
What's through door number 1? Lifts the kilt and walks through. 5. I didn't go to vampire preschool.
Clearly.
You make your way through, and your vision turns once more. You are now looking at a set of doors that you're quite sort of familiar with in your very first Blood Vision, where you entered a room where you spoke to the founder. I think it was like at the end of the first Blood Vision. You had to sort of enter these stone doors. But these have like sort of gold and silver sort of filigree on them. It's a little bit different, but you are familiar with these doors. And these doors just open for you.
Are these the same doors that go into the crypt?
No.
Okay.
It's from the Blood Vision. There wasn't really a lot of detail, I think, in the first one.
I just didn't know if they were actually like leading us back to the crypt.
No. But behind these doors lays a very different sort of vision. A completely golden throne room lies before you. And you can see around this very large throne room. And it's kind of like this open space, and there are like pillars on each side of this golden throne room, but you can see outside of this golden throne room where there is a marble temple built around this throne room. There are hundreds, if not thousands of creatures decorating the walls of this throne room wherever there are walls. Some of them are bleeding slowly, some of them are whimpering in pain. It almost looks like a living painting made of flesh. Directly in front of you, sitting on a golden throne, is the founder in a divine form. This incredibly well-muscled, sculpted figure of the founder. No longer a monstrosity, but it almost feels as like if there could be a perfect view of someone, it would be this, of just might, power, intellect, all of those sort of attributes that one might seek to have. It is all encapsulated in this one figure. And they're just sort of sat down with their arms just kind of on either side of the throne. And you can see now this sort of skirt, or what did you call it?
Sarong.
Sarong.
A tasteful sarong.
Going to the beach.
is blood, and it's roiling kind of upwards rather than downwards. It's kind of this upside down sort of fountain. It's just kind of roiling up.
He is in the fountain.
He is the fountain.
He is the fountain. It all makes sense now.
I take back everything I said before. I will suck blood.
And you can see a very familiar,
Not what I meant. Come on.
a familiar marble staff is sort of leaning up against this throne. You've seen this marble staff before in the third corridor, where they were going up the mountain. They had this sort of staff with them. But this time, the bottom of the staff has been like fashioned into like a spear. The top of it still holds this sort of blood gem in it. And besides all the creatures on the walls that are kind of in this weird amalgamation of pain, there are thousands of vampiric figures within this throne room that are all facing this divine figure. And they're all kneeling down in awe, fear, and respect. The divine looks at you all and speaks in a somewhat commanding voice. You and I share the same dream. We want power. You know you do. We want to be on top. We are not to be...
And you know you do.
Well, now.
We are not
You had me.
to be... We are not to be
Climb on.
commanded. Not to be made to kneel. There are so many wrongs in this world. So many mistakes, so much pain, and so much suffering. There is no righteousness left, but we can restore it. It is our destiny. And a golden bowl appears before you all as you stand in this sort of long walkway towards the divine. It is once again filled with blood.
Two guesses of what we have to do here.
I think would just dip his hand into it and like pull out and see the blood like drips from it.
And the divine stands up from his throne and he approaches you slowly, just emanating power. Fear. A life of immense dedication, faith, flayed apart by those who would do wrong against you. Imagine if you had the power to prevent yourself from being drained of all your blood, your life force, from being tortured, beaten, and shaped into the person you are today. I can give you that power to overcome that malevolent behavior.
Well, fucking played.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I just tightened a bit.
he doesn't need telling twice. That alone is enough to like that power to overcome that power to like, yeah, he won't. Doesn't even fight. Just will.
Do you just sort of like cup a hand, or how do you approach drinking from this bowl?
Yeah, I think he will. He brings it up and will just pour a cup. No. Yeah, he will drink.
That's very well played.
Oh, no way I'm even going to attempt to be against that.
Yeah.
Just fucking yes, daddy.
And you can see the divine just smiles at you as you, without question, feed from the blood of this bowl. He looks towards you, Kitty. You and I share a similar upbringing in the fact of being a crimson. Some say we are cursed, destined to bring about disaster. Others say that we are destined for greatness. Whilst I have ascended far beyond a crimson, what if you had the ability to fully determine your own path and the power to do what is right?
Defines what you mean by right.
Okay, say that again.
As it defines what you mean by right.
Whatever you deem that to be. I sense power in you, and it could be so much more, and I can give you that.
At what cost?
I don't think there is any cost. This is a gift. How you use it is up to you.
Why should I trust you?
I haven't steered you wrong, have I?
I mean, you've soothed us in ways that I don't quite agree with.
Have I caused you harm?
Mental harm, maybe. Having to listen to you just drivel on is, quite something, really.
I leave the choice to you. I offer you power.
I'll think about it for a second.
That's all I can ask. He looks to you, Marina.
Sup, bitch?
And there's already a bit of like a half smile, just knowing that kind of the pushback that you've given. Marionette. What once was a quiet life of servitude to the Cratius family, looking after their dear children. I know that you seek to find them once more, even though they abandoned you. The power that I can provide you could help you. Can help you truly protect those that mean the most to you. Poor Tobias and Lena, left to the fate of their father.
Oh, you cheeky bitch.
What if you could do something about that?
I'd never want any harm to come to those children. I would not see them suffer. But I could not in good conscience help and protect them by taking the easy route. I could not in good conscience forsake my, albeit somewhat newfound, sense of justice and morality. It would teach them nothing. A life of servitude is all I have known, and I will not be in servitude to you.
I've never said that you would be in servitude to me. As I said to get here, this is a gift.
Your gifts come at great cost. We have already seen that. I want nothing from you. No expectation. If I can help my children, I will. But I will not do so with your... And she looks down at the pool. Tainted offerings. Examine yourself before you examine others.
Very well, Marionette. This is a gift, and you refuse the gift, that is entirely up to you. I give you nothing but the assurance that you can do what you want to do, and what you feel you need to do. But if you feel you must take the hard route...
I feel if I were to take this gift, I would want a full written, ironclad examination of what exactly it would provide. Not these pretty words and half-truths. You leave a lot of loopholes in your pretty speech.
Make of it what you will. But it is clear that you have made your decision. So I will not pester you any further. Marcus, my dear boy. Affected by the whims of dreams and nightmares, you found your way to take control of them and hone your craft. If these visions were to come true, in your current state, you'll be powerless against it. You are capable, but you still have a long way to go. I can set you on that journey, and you might just be ready for when it inevitably comes.
Can I ask you to be specific? What will this drink of blood grant me? What power will it instill? And he's not sounding ungrateful. He's like, he's curious.
Yeah, you just want to know
Mechanically!
what does power mean? I won't say mechanically right now, but I have abilities to offer. If you would but drink the blood in that bowl, one of them will be yours. I'm sure there will be more in the future. There's a long way to go, like I said.
A little bit of Jack slipped through there, didn't there? There's a long way to go, mate.
I think Marcus is just going to sort of like put his hand on his chest, like, and then he will drink.
Very well.
Like, as a little bit of flavour on top of all of this, the after fear who immediately after that speech drank, his back has been turned to you all the entire time. Like he can't look at you.
So you drink blood? Do you sort of just do it out of respect, just like a bit of hand? And...
Yeah, like sort of. Yeah. A bit of elegance to it.
He smiles at you, much like he does to fear. Almost like bows his head a little bit as a sort of recognizing that you are on the same page and willing to accept the gift that he's giving you. Well, half of you have chosen the gift and half of you have not. Although, Kitty, what have you actually decided?
I cannot in good faith, I can't take this from you. I honestly find it quite insulting that too many people keep telling me that I need to do, or someone else needs to give me something for my power to grow when I know that I can do that on my own. I've had too many people tell me that I need to do something and someone else needs to help me, and not today.
Very well. Well,
Marinette hands over a canopy blood. Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You need this, you're thirsty.
and the divine turns his back and walks back towards the throne. And he sort of speaks louder. Subjects, what do we do to those that are unwilling to accept my gifts? And he sits back down, sort of holds his staff in front of him. And all these thousands of vampires are just kneeling in praise, in faith towards this founder, this divine being. They all say in unison, "Kill."
No.
And
I'm gonna start
he smashes his staff kind of on the floor, and all of these subjects, all of these vampires, get up and they just start moving towards you.
Fear will start jumping.
But you are unaffected. They like ignore you both.
Fear will try and jump between. I know they're coming from both sides, but he will jump between the first row and these guys.
I think Marcus will do something similar.
Yeah, I think it's very much. Yeah, there's thousands of them, and they're just swarming in, fangs bared, like hands out in front of them, and they're sprinting towards you in the middle of this throne room. And you can see just in this last moment, as you're about to be swarmed, just one last smile from the founder, as all of these subjects try to just rip you apart and consume you. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do in this moment that will hold them back. And whilst you fight your way, maybe perhaps see Marcus pulling his sword out, I mean, assuming that you are also going to get your way, just slashing your way through bodies and bodies of vampires, but it's just too much. You're pushed back into this kind of tighter and tighter huddle, and they're all just feasting upon your skin and your blood and your flesh, until your vision once again blurs out. you all die once more.
Is that another blood generation?
There's another blood to generation.
I've got 3, so yeah. How many is it again until bad?
If the amount of blood generation you have meets your hit points max.
We're fucking fine.
Yeah.
3, like,
So I got 5. And
yeah.
I think I got the lowest hit points.
Every long rest, there's another one.
Yeah.
Obviously, in this vision, if you
Not
at
that
the
we get
moment if
long
you're
rests.
dying, you got another one.
I'm gonna short rest.
What are you going to
No.
That's all right then.
Kitty, all right. It's another brutal murder for you.
I mean,
You're racking them up.
yeah, I know that was more brutal than any of those before. But
Are we back in the corridor?
No. At this point,
Thank Christ.
you're in a corridor.
We're back in the tunnel. 'Cause were we in the tunnel?
No.
Oh, what were we even doing
You're
before?
still in the vision. As
I mean,
you see the throne room doors once again, but very much different once more. But these throne room doors are damaged, almost like buckled in. Certainly made someone broken through these doors, and currently they're closed. Nothing is happening in this very moment. What do you do?
It just does.
Yep.
checking in. How is everybody?
Fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't get there sooner.
No.
You couldn't have done. I mean,
There was no stopping that. That sad, twisted little man was going to enact his sense of propriety come hell or high water.
That is exactly who the Vampire Order are.
Bastards.
Yes. I will take what I can for power from them, but I would like to see change. I don't think that's changed.
No. Definitely not.
How interesting. How what appears to be brothers can be so different yet the same. The founder, malevolence. Cruel in their own ways.
Cut from the same cloth.
Yes.
Marcus?
Well, I think it's to be expected, you know? We're given these gifts and then we're attacked and we die and we wake up and it all happens again. I think the only way is forward.
I mean, I do think that was our fault.
No.
We're just drunk.
Don't worry
you know.
about it.
You should.
And like,
But he gave you the illusion of choice.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
With vampirism, there is no choice.
No. And if you had drunk, you would have been beholden to him where you did not want to be. And I respect your choice, fulfill your
agree.
reasoning.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
We each must make our own paths. Now, whether that is taking what we get or refusing it. But who is that sad little man to make the choices for others?
Vampirism is not a choice given to you at the time. It happens and you don't even remember the life you had before, whether you chose it or not. But from the moment your eyes reawaken, that is it. Like being born again. The hunger, the need to feed, the violence. The people beneath, even though you say they are not. It is all part of the same being. I will do what I must, but you are right. The choices that you make for you are your choices. He's still not facing you.
It's all anyone can do in this life. Or the next. Or the next. I'm just going to hand Fia a Capri Blood and Marcus a Capri Blood.
Where are you keeping it?
I have much storage space, and it is 90% Capri Bloods. I stocked up.
I mean, they're health potions to us, so I mean, like, do you actually have those?
No.
Right.
its flavour. They're
Sort of replacement was
yeah, they're exactly they're plant-based. They're really good for you.
Yeah.
I think at this moment Katie would like to kind of pose. Well, she's going to take her glasses off because she's got the red glasses. I don't think you've ever seen my eyes before, everybody. I did happen to notice. I thought I might just bring it up just so everyone's on the same page with knowledge. He appears to be a crimson like myself, as you can see from the all yellows here.
So what do they look like?
They're just golden, like balls. They're just balls.
Big golden balls.
So they're like very much like just kind of your average human eyeballs, but with the irises just like glistening, kind of gold, like amber, like kind of mixed together, like that kind of vibe.
Because your eyes are on show, aren't they? They're red irises.
Yeah.
Not irises. Yeah, irises.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fear's, I think you've only seen them a few times when he's been like declothed and things. And his is the same as Mark's, is just like almost glowing red blood. But I think from seeing the Founders, where they were like properly, yeah, that's.
But I do feel, I mean, part of the reason why I didn't take the blood, I feel like because above the table, am I right in thinking that he was trying to, so he's a crimson, was he trying to like...
From the visions that you saw, he said it was.
Yeah,
he
was,
spoke about
yeah.
ascending above.
But was that was that the ailment that he was trying to cure himself
You don't think so, no. Being a crimson yourself, you never had that sort of like coughing up blood constantly.
Right, okay, yeah,
Like
so
TB.
yeah.
Just the consumption.
Yeah, well, I guess in that case. No, I just wanted to share that with you, just mainly because I, feel that almost like the Founder was kind of slightly blessed with above his station and decided to seek more power. So think of that what you will. Just laying it all out on the table.
To see the curse of our kind go from a man dying who lived beyond his years, way beyond the years of a normal, mortal, healthy man, and then the grey area. And if you think about those creatures from the tunnel, those creatures in the city, the lesser forms of vampirism, those who can't stop themselves, those who become something less. He went through that same thing, all of it. Every last ounce of vampirism we know of today from Kanrath, all comes from him. Every good bit, every bad bit, every curse, all of this on their step to keep themselves alive even when they were past the years that they should have had. Their arrogance.
Selfishness.
Isn't that the vampire way?
I feel like everything we have endured recently has all been a test, and this is far from the end game, and we can only move forward.
I don't even feel like it's a test. I feel like he's just using us as pawns.
But why even
I feel like
show
he's
us
bored.
all of that? To be like, we are... And he points to Marcus, like, in this way, finally, like, turns around. We are vampires. We know we are not the righteous. We are not holy avengers. We are not good. But why show us everything that would even make you question what we should be doing? You hesitated with that angel. We did not have a choice, and yet here we are, questioning our very loyalty to the being that created us all.
Perhaps that it just speaks more to his arrogance, that he thinks that in showing his history, his autobiography, that he will inspire. How he spoke to each of us at that Blood Bowl. He thinks
Once he descended,
he thinks he knows all.
I would say he thinks he's a god.
I do not like this.
Consider
He
this.
should be taken down.
I think they should all be killed.
Maybe 3.
I think they should all be killed and put to the stake. Every last one of them.
Within reason, Fear.
These.
Not
these are
everyone
all-
has a choice.
These were all visions. None of this actually happened.
I think there are twists on what happened.
I think there's an element of truth to that,
his
but we
perspective.
don't know
Unreliable
what
narrator.
changes he has brought about by us.
This is true.
This could be purely metaphorical.
It's very tired metaphor if it is. Lacking creativity, flair, and structure.
AI.
It's a true curse. Really environmentally not very friendly.
Yes, but I hear only on the coast.
I'm inclined to believe we have caught his attention and he is testing us. And there's more to be seen. There's more to be tested. And I just feel like we're on the right path.
And why all this nonsense with the cult, the silver cult? Let's not forget why we are on this journey. Yes,
Yes, exactly.
easy to forget, right? It's only this morning.
There's the silver cult, there's the golden bullies, there's the crimson... It's just too much. It's too much. One thing at a time, surely.
We are in the thick of it now.
The Founder's in league with all these different cults. Perhaps there is an evil on its way and it must be fought with another kind of evil. And the Founder has a place in the part to play.
Dreadful thought.
And we are all part of it. We are all in the same web of...
Spoken like a true cultist.
Indeed.
Yes, I know.
I have a terrible feeling that if this is a test, there is no succeeding it.
I agree.
Speaking of, this door, shall we?
What do we get from the blood?
Hey,
Give us things, Daddy.
Oh, wow!
Nothing yet. Because we're still not at the end of the Bloodfish. There is a large wooden door, a set of wooden doors in front of you that are kind of like damaged and buckled in a bit. What do you do?
I think Kate's just gonna be like, fuck it.
Like Aragorn.
Yeah. Teeny tiny Aragorn.
doors still.
Hello. Hello. It's me.
Here's Kitty!
Did someone say Picky Tea?
She's got a little cap on like your school uniform.
With a little newspaper? I'm a journalist.
Actually sells newspapers, not writes them.
That's why you're giving that kid the business in the print stage. You're like, this is my fucking patch.
Fuck off.
I've been away for 3. You, that kid murdered Kitty. That was her patch, and now he's on
We've solved
Fang
it.
Central.
Wow.
You think
Is
you
that
figured
the
it out,
paper that they give out on the train, like the metro, Fang Central?
It is now.
So,
Been busted in there.
as you approach the door, as you're about to sort of just open these doors wide open,
They open and you fall.
as you sort of start to approach, you start to hear what sounds like battle cries and shouting. And you open these doors. And you're outside, and as you all sort of make your way through this doorway, you look behind you, and this doorway is gone. You are not your own person here. You are now looking through the eyes of someone else. You look down and you're kind of in this warrior cleric garb. You've got, one of you might be wielding a sword, and someone else has got a mace. You might have a shield. But you're holding like a holy relic of some sort on your belt. Either side of you can see there are hundreds of similar people like you wearing the same sort of garb, running towards this large, dark castle. And they're laying siege to this castle, and they're all just shouting and battle cries right towards it. And at this point, you can already see the front gate of this castle was already been broken into, and they're currently making their way into the courtyard of this castle. And you feel compelled to run with them, and you do so, and you're in the courtyard now with them, and all of a sudden you're fighting giants. Frost giants. And it's kind of a bit montagey at this point. So, like, we see from one perspective, someone's seeing this hulking, like 9 or 10 foot giant. They're just trying their best to like get any wounds in that they can. Another sort of perspective we see is like someone's trying to bring their shield up to block a hit from a fucking giant, and this huge hammer just smashes through the shield, like breaking their arm in two, just then crumpling them to the ground. It's just a bloodfest at this point. Like your fellow your warrior clerics are just getting beaten down, but you're also taking the giants down as well. Like you have the number, they have sort of the individual strength, and eventually the battle sort of quietens down and you've taken down these giants, and you're walking through this large building in this courtyard with some other members of your army, whoever you are, and you enter a room where someone is wearing sort of this plate armor. They look very sort of regal, quite powerful, and they're overlooking the sort of altar that's in front of them, and there's kind of like a little essentially like a basket where a baby frost giant lies. This plate armored figure, you somehow know in this moment, is the High Paladin. And he says, the baby should be accepted by the temple. We can lead this poor soul to righteousness. It is a pure soul that can be shaped by the light of our sun. And you can see there's another sort of high-ranking warrior cleric nearby. One day this child will learn about what we did to these other giants. I'd say that we kill it now, otherwise it's going to exact vengeance upon us later. This needs to end now, and you can see, like, they're just arguing with each other, and they're like, the rest of your sort of crew, your army starts to sort of take sides, until it gets too much and they start killing each other over these, just what to do with this baby frost giant. And it escalates quickly, and the next sort of image that you see is something quite different. You've survived this encounter. You are bloodied. You're walking beside the High Paladin. He is also bloodied, but he's trying to keep his back straight, making his way towards somewhere, and you're just following him wherever he's going. And you've somewhat been abandoned by the rest of your army. There's not many of you left. And you're walking through a snow-covered landscape of Tolia. You can see the High Paladin has a bit of a sorrowful face on him, having to essentially kill some of his own. And he says, he sort of stops moving for a moment, and he says, I've met someone. Person.
It's over. I'm sorry.
Remember that baby we killed? I've met someone. It's all on you now. You killed the baby. I'm out with Glinda. It's a frost giant.
The spot's been gone for a while, realistically.
I know we started this crusade together, but have you seen this goth frost giant?
It's not you, it's me.
My feelings have changed.
Sorry, no, wait. It isn't me, it's you.
I've met someone.
We went on a whole journey there, didn't we? There was like 1 second where we just went, there's a whole narrative here, and we're away.
Yes, and...
I want this story. I want the frost giant and the High Paladin. Fucking hell.
I mean, this is literally from the Prose Eater. Like, this is a storyline in the Prose Eater. Anyway.
I've met someone, a person of power, 4 years ago. He wants to build a new city, one where we can live without the fear of being hunted. This person I know, he is a person of the night. He can help us. we saw to see another bit of a montage as you would just have days and days of travel, making your way somewhere, and you're eventually welcomed to the gates of what is then Kanrath, in its very early stages. It's a very dark city at this point. It's as if dark clouds seem to always cover this city. Although you felt as if you'd once seen this city to be somewhat of a heresy, you denounced it and all of its city dwellers just a few weeks ago. But now you seem to find it acceptable. After the sort of horrors that you've seen, you then move into some sort of courtroom. There stands a person with pale skin and amber eyes, and white hair wearing fine grey and blood-red clothes. This is the founder that you sort of know him better to be. He speaks with all of you around a round table and offers you all hot meal and good wine and fresh water. He takes care of you. This former High Paladin is standing as nobly as he can next to this founder. And although he's sort of broken and wounded and tired, his hazel hair and imposing height and graceful etiquette are sort of saving the day for him. You all have various conversations with the founder, and at the end of it, everyone seems to accept the founder's words. The teachings of the Sun God create an illusion. Everybody can twist them in their own favor, and everybody can claim that they're doing the Sun's work. The teachings of the Blood God, however, can also be used for personal interest, but at least there is no illusion in it. Their teachings support it. Whoever taps into the power within blood shall be the rightful leader. Just as blood flows like a river, so too shall powerful write their own destiny. And you can feel and see blood just sort of surround you once more as your vision again changes. You are now mystics, conducting one of the most important rituals in mortal history. The transformation of your leader, the High Paladin, into a vampire. The room around you is lit with many crimson-flamed candles. There are many complex ritual circles beneath your feet. Some of you are saying the words of the ritual. You can feel the arcane power flow through you as you say them. Some of you are drawing your own blood and writing symbols onto the ground.
Ooh, mood lighting.
First of all, I haven't experienced that before.
No, you're not.
Just return that light off to me.
It never shows up on the camera anyway. It's more fun than here to go. Just you said crimson flames, and I was like, oh, you go.
I was like, what's
Yeah, I didn't.
You use more.
Podcast listeners, I just turned the lights red.
We like red. In the middle of these circles stands the founder and the High Paladin. As the ritual continues, the founder starts to cast a spell, drawing all of the Paladin's blood out of his body. He creates an orb of blood with it in the air, and it's sort of swirling around. And you can see the Paladin in this moment, whilst dead and devoid of any blood, his figure is still somehow managing to stand there like a statue. The runes on the ground start to glow with magic. All of you start to speak the words of magic against your own will, and the founder releases some of his own blood to mix it with the Paladin's. Then, as the sort of finishing move, the founder gives the orb of blood back to the Paladin, inserting it back into his veins and his arteries, and you can see the veins and arteries start to fill up with this sort of colour. Slowly you can see the High Paladin's face sort of start to become aware once more. He looks around, and then emerging from his back are bat-like wings, and he kneels down to the founder with respect, and he calls the founder Father. And we once again move. You're again in front of a set of doors leading to the throne room, but instead of a proper door, there stands this swirling portal of blood before you. The only way is forward, and for some reason you feel compelled to move through it, and you do so. Again, you find yourself in a huge underground cave, but there has no exit. You see no way out, no way in. You see hundreds of chains with arcane runes carved into them. And they're all attached to an angel. A blood angel this time. Mm-hmm. And the angel is suspended in the mid-air, held up by these chains. And whilst they still have the feathery wings, they are coated in blood. And you can see they still have some sort of armor on them, and they have claws. You can see there is a flame of vengeance in their eyes. As you draw your focus away from this figure to sort of taking in the room, you see another figure. A minotaur with dark purple fur. He wields a glaive to his side. Speak your intentions and speak true. What are you doing here?
Dunno.
Genuinely, we have no
I'm
clue.
so sorry.
We have been sent on so much of a journey by the founder. I presume this is one of the angels he found in Bloodland through that portal.
Bloodland.
Bloodland! A fun day out for all the family.
To a bloodfest start.
One does not simply
Walk
Into the cave.
Thank you.
Walk into Bloodland.
Finish that.
Crest it.
You must know what you're doing to be here.
No.
No, really. It's quite
We
infuriating.
think the founder sent us.
Showing off again, most likely.
Hello, who are you? That appears to work for, not Kitty, Marionette. I forgot your name too.
It's okay, everybody does.
My name is Resort.
Pardon?
Resort.
What's your surname?
Resort.
Resort.
That's spelled R-A-Z-A-W-D.
Resort. That's good. That's
Resort, however you want to say it.
It's kind of And who is this fine specimen up here?
Butlins.
Scotland's and Resort.
Yeah.
That was very good. That was. I'm really going to appreciate that one for a long time.
My name is Thaintiel, and the angel speaks to you directly.
Do you know why we're here? It is getting beyond a joke.
Well, I assume the founder sent you here.
Yes, that's what we said.
Brilliant.
Oh, he's in the same position as us. What was your name again? I've already forgotten.
Thaintiel.
Thaintiel.
T-H-A-N-E.
I'm not writing it down. I've written nothing down.
T-I-E-L.
Thaintiel.
Nearly got it.
Well, set him loose, please, Resort.
Resort.
It's resort.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
Resort.
Nope.
Get it right. Get out.
Let him loose.
Resort.
No, I'm the keeper of this place.
There appears to be an outbreak of foot and mouth in there, and we're sent in to investigate.
I don't know what that means.
Or you've got cloven hooves and heart.
It's really bad for your kind. It's a contagion. No, foot and mouth is really
No
not a
joke.
joke.
I do not do well with jokes.
It's a good job we didn't tell one then.
There is a
Just letting you know.
disease coming, and it affects the cloven hoof people.
Are you trying to convince him of that?
Sure, he needs to go.
Sure.
Persuasion check.
Oh, it's good. It's the best he's ever rolled. Persuasion, you say? 23.
Get in there, you.
Run away now.
Have you come here just to tell me that?
Yes, you need to leave. The founders sent us here to protect Thaintiel.
Right.
You quarantine immediately. It is of the utmost importance.
Yes, go back to your chambers, lock the door, do not come out for 2 whole weeks, no matter who else is doing it.
He sort of has a little look around, sort of.
Here, look. Pulls from his ribcage the Ouroboros.
We're the relief team.
Sorry, Jack.
I'll see through your lies.
What did you roll?
You do?
Ow!
If I had to put a number on it, 25.
All right, fine. We don't know why we're here, but they are the most talkative person we've met.
I cannot release this blood angel.
And why is that?
Well, simply, the founder is the greatest visionary in immortal history.
Did he tell you that?
I know it to be so.
Okay.
Because he told
Easily
you that.
led, I see.
His knowledge challenges that of the gods.
Does it now?
His plans leave the devil surprised.
Do they now?
And his might can only be measured with armies,
Can it now?
not by individuals. I feel you're taking the piss.
Your name is Resort.
Resort.
No, it's not.
It's not resort to violence.
Oh, he got you, Resort. Oh,
Resort.
we are going to murder you if you don't leave. I am bored. So very bored.
I am bound to this place. I cannot leave.
Oh, then leave via a blade.
Well, untie him.
What?
Is he on a little stake?
It's on a string like Bricky's.
I am to be here to guard this angel until the day that the founder decides to release them again.
To release them again? Quick, huddle.
Give us a second, Resort.
I don't know what's happening or how to proceed. I am well out of my league.
I feel completely unprepared for this
I
situation.
only know how to kill
Has
things.
anyone
Could we
got
talk to the
anything?
angel? If he will let us...
Quick, his name was
Thaintiel.
Thaintiel.
Thaintiel, what's your deal?
I wish to be free of this place.
Yes, we want that
Yeah.
too. How do we go about that?
You can see there are hundreds of chains just kind of latched onto him. Do with what you will.
Oh no, Daddy, I'm just chained up.
I'm helpless in these chains.
Do we kill the Minotaur? It seems like the kind of work I'm good at.
Resort, do you have a key?
Or any last words?
I do not have the keys. I am here to just protect.
Okay, how do we disenchant the chains or take them off?
That is not up to me. I don't know. I'm just here to protect.
And is this a maze?
No.
Oh,
It seems like he's well out of place.
it really is.
I am.
Wouldn't you like to go home?
Thebes is awfully
give me
nice
your
this
eyes.
time of year. I knew you'd appreciate that one.
Murder?
It just seems so uncouth.
While they're chatting away, can I inspect the are the chains like connected to the wall, the
Yes.
floor? They're like just in. So
They're
there's
just
no
like-
Everything.
There's
Yeah,
like
so there
connected
isn't-
to the
yeah.
floor,
So like how it was in the-
walls,
right, okay.
and they're all just kind of latched onto him in some way.
Okay. Sorry. Can I sense? Are they magical in any way?
Creature or the
No, the chain, like, yeah.
You see arcane runes.
Okay. Oh yeah, you just said yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, cool. Ignore me.
If you want to release this blood angel, I'll say it will be a series of checks. There'll be some arcana checks for the runes, athletics checks to try and either break the chains, or if you can think of any other way that you use another skill, that's fine. However, if you want to do that, Resort will get in the way.
Yes.
I'll deal with Resort. You guys deal with athletics and arcana and stuff.
Fair play.
Right then. And he will draw. Let's have some fun. He draws the rapier.
Ooh.
And then you just watch as like that red go as he like bounces towards, and then he will go for a strike on Resort.
Okay, well, you can roll, make a roll.
Okay.
Don't know what the roll is.
I'm getting my bits up.
Girl, get your bits up.
With the rapier, that is a total of 16.
Just hits.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to sneak on this. I want to just be a distraction for a while. Where's my D8? Alex. What have you done to me? That is a total of 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he will use disengage and like bounce back.
Okay.
And then he's like, come on then, have at it.
And that's where we're going to go to break.
Yeah.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so for more visionary fucking shitness. Let's go!
Do you want GM to say more visionary shit?
It's gone on quite a bit, this one, I have to admit, so I apologise. But yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes. In a bit.
Tampons.
Interjection.
Interject.
We're back. Hello.
Now we got some tenor lady food to read out.
Luckily, there won't be a repeat of that.
Well, not this week.
Not this week.
I'll bring a different product for you to read about every week.
Next time.
Hey, I
Yes,
work.
there's a list. Yeah,
Learning.
we'll have an informative segment about
Indeed.
if your blood flow is gushing like the Founder's Fountain. What do you do about
My
it?
God. Wow.
Listen.
Fair enough, but like, wow.
I'm not being fair, but always we've started doing like this, like oh my gosh moments, which is just like, dudes, no, like let's not.
Stop making
do
it
that.
cute. It's not fucking cute.
It's horrifying.
I'm completely lost.
Oh my gosh.
We're back to periods.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's an advert on for Always Ultra pads, and so sometimes as a lady, if you're having a particular time of it, sometimes when you sneeze or laugh
Stand
or
up.
stand up
Yeah.
or just move differently, you get a gush, and it feels horrendous, and it is the worst thing. But always trying to make it cute, and it's not cute. It is what it is, because then you have to like clench everything and be like, I need a bathroom.
Pelvic floor engage.
Yeah, like you do the kegels when you don't want to be doing the kegels.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. That genuinely must be fucking.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming oh my gosh is one of the things they're saying.
They'll be like, for those oh my gosh moments, like fuck.
That is
off.
cringy.
It
It's
is.
horrible.
But is that because some people can't face talking about it?
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
can't. So is that like still trying to normalise it? Is that not
Yeah,
a
that's how it
thing?
is because men can't talk about it.
But even then, it's like it is hard to just because
Yeah.
we have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Because we haven't experienced that. Two, like it's one of those things where it's like I don't know
It's
where.
always
to go
been a
with it.
very taboo subject.
Always.
Always been a very taboo subject.
That's why
And-
snakes. Always.
Always. And it shouldn't
That should be their fucking advert.
particularly on. And there was a meme of that a while ago, actually, where he had the little box. But no, particularly on a show like Bloodpunk, when we talk about blood so much.
Yeah.
Where's the period blood?
Where's the period blood? What
We just drank
again?
some.
And this comes into like the
God.
Twilight
Divine.
question. Like, what do vampires do if there's like someone on their period?
Yeah.
They just like, meh. Like, because
Teabags.
It's different.
Yeah.
how's it different?
Have you not
Jack?
heard that, Jack?
No, I have. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
How's it different, Jack?
No, yeah, I've heard it as a woman.
Yes,
yes.
Many
As
men.
a woman,
It smells different.
That was the best answer you
You
possibly
know how
could have
vampires are
given.
like the scent on the air,
Yeah, keep
fresh
going.
blood. But then if it's period blood, it smells different. That's why they're like, no, I don't
The sentence that came out of Jack's mouth.
It smells different. That's the only reason I can give.
But it's interesting because
I'm drawn to that. I don't know.
Because I don't know where the line is here either. Like I'm like, how far is too far? How far like are we like? But then it's like because it should be normalised. I get that.
That's the thing. We're not talking about it in the detail we could.
No, but at the
Or
same
should,
time,
but-
yeah, and so it's weird because as a guy, I don't know where the line is. I don't know what's acceptable. And like, I'm sure that people will be like listening, going, "Oh my god, again, guys, I'm done." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off, then."
So what?
I think it's on a per person basis.
Yeah, just
You-
for us out that
I don't
person.
give a shit.
I don't
But some
You
other
get
people
to
are
a
probably.
point where you're like,
Yeah.
screw it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. So
Yeah. And to be honest,
Actually,
like
before that.
having come from a place of in the education system and doing things like PSHE and sex ed and things, you need to normalise it. You need to talk about it because otherwise it does become more taboo, and that's when we
And
get
then people
silly
don't talk
laws
about things.
and
Yes.
silly backwards healthcare.
Hell yeah.
we're all there.
Speaking of blood gushing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've dealt a blow to Resort
Resort.
with your rapier.
Yep.
And yeah, you sort of strike me across the torso with your weapon, and you draw blood
doesn't resort to
from this dark
desperate
purple furred mount. Well, I just forgot the name of the fucking
Minotaur.
Minotaur. I was like mountain.
I got that. I'm climbing a mountain.
I'm in the mountain.
Minotaur. Okay, so technically we're in initiative now.
Yep, cool.
So everyone can please roll initiative.
Oh, I'm not rolling very well today.
Oh, that's pretty good.
19.
Nice.
21 minus. Come on. In. Here.
16.
Kitty.
19.
Marina?
7.
Oh, Steve didn't.
Right.
I mean, you're 15.
So, Marcus, you're up first, buddy.
So,
What would you like to do?
oh, am I fighting? Is it the Minotaur?
Well, your fear has begun the first attack of the Minotaur.
But I think he calls out, I was like, you guys deal with the strength of the chains and the arcane of it. I will keep this
Okay.
person at bay.
Let me just double check what I can do.
So, if you want to try and dispel some of the runes, it would be an Arcana check.
Yep. That sounds
Some
good.
of these
Let's do that.
chains do not have runes on them. Some of them do.
Okay.
If you want to just try and break one off, you can do that as well.
So you could also try and break one with just athletics if you've got that.
Which might be a little bit more lent towards your abilities.
Yes. Ooh, that dirty 20.
Ooh.
You rip a chain off.
Just rip a fat chain.
And then shirt off as well.
Just rip that arm off. Just
You really gave yourself to know, yeah.
muscle the shit out of that thing, and the chain comes off.
One chain down.
One
How many
chain
to go?
down. So a total of
50?
12.
12.
I said there was hundreds of chains, but
You would think with these individual links.
Yeah.
So,
The baker's 50.
Yeah.
that would be.
what the fuck?
Put it in the book. Put it in the book. Baker's 50.
That's so good.
You get migraines every time you make it.
Every time it says something stupid.
Here we go. Ow.
Look at Marcus, I'm having to hold areas of my head because I'm still in the midst of a migraine.
Oh, yeah.
Fair play to keep going, mate.
Jack, so that would be an action to do that.
Yes.
That'll be my first action.
You've only got one.
You only get a second attack when you make an attack.
Oh, okay.
You're not attacking, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
You break one of these chains off.
Yeah.
1 out of 12. Done.
It's working.
It's working. Is there anything
Quickly, hit the light.
to do with your bonus action?
Bonus action. Oh, let me check.
I just read Let's Play Have a Game. Ow.
I don't know why my bonus action's written down. Oh, there we go. Now, well, I could do compel duel, but fear seems to be. I could swap with you.
I am not very good with the arcane or the strength. I will keep this person distracted.
Okay. Oh no, that's me.
Very well. Kitty?
I guess I'll do an Arcana. Arcana check.
I'm sure you don't want to roll a bluff check.
What was that other one?
The other one was Let's Play Have a Game.
10?
You said that on Monday.
I can't remember doing it.
Unfortunately, this one particular chain you're at, just some of the runes are they're not quite making sense to you, whether you just don't understand the language of it.
Damn it.
You're just having a hard time in this moment, unfortunately.
Okay.
You're getting a bit familiar with it in this sort of round here. You kind of oh, well, that symbol means this, and so on and so forth. So you're kind of a little bit familiar. So next time you try, it will be a little bit easier.
In that case, I'm going to spend 2 of my sorcerer points. Two?
That's a baker's 50.
To be able to cast a spell as a bonus action.
Sure. Why not?
I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll probably be... Can I do it on one of the non-spell chains? Because there's chains that have
Yes,
spells.
there's 5 of the non-spell chains left.
And I'm going to magic missile because...
Okay, so you want to just straight up damage it? Try.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I can't miss it, so...
Alright, tell me how much damage you do.
I'm just going to do it at first level spell, so that is 3d4 plus 1. I'm just going to do 3, 7.
Thank you.
No maths. Thank you. 11, 14 damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is enough to break one of these normal non-magic chains.
Yeah.
And you how many bolts was it? 3 of them?
3, yes, there's just 3 of those really jaggedy, bloody,
And they just strike the wall where this chain is kind of hung up.
Yep.
And it breaks the sort of the ring where it was attached to, just off away from the wall. So that's another one of them down. Very well done. Anything else you'd like to do? You don't need action bonus.
Yeah, can't do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, okay, he will take the +1 dagger. No, solid. He brings up his hands into the shooting position, and that gun of blood comes up and then formulates back into his sniper rifle. He will take a shot.
All right.
Ooh, it's not as good. That is only a 14.
That misses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Come on then.
With his armor class of 16, your shot goes wide as this Minotaur. Unless there's anything you want to do.
No, so he was going to. He takes the shot. He puts the rifle back down,
Sure.
and then redraws the rapier and is like hisses at them.
Maybe you missed your shot because in this moment the Minotaur charges at you. Good. And if it moves at least 10 feet straight towards you, which you kind of would because you disengaged,
Yeah, I moved at least 15 back.
then it will hit you with a gore attack on the same turn.
So he needs to make the attack hit me with the gore, right?
Yes. Oh, it's not great. 13.
Miss.
So you manage to dodge the gore as these horns just come towards you.
Red cape.
And you find that it works somehow. And you dodge these horns that are about to sort of impale you.
What's a matador?
I don't know what's the matter with you.
Oh, I didn't say he was going to do it, so I won't do it. That's fine.
Did he carry on running past?
No.
Get stuck in the wall.
But he will, as a bonus action, use Smite of the Founder, which he will lose some hit points to gain more damage on his next hit within the next 3 rounds.
Next 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can evade that
no.
long.
And with his glaive, try and swing you around.
Okay.
16 on the dice. 23.
That does hit. You might have to work quick, guys.
Okey-dokey. 18 points of damage.
Okay.
With the increase of this bonus action that he's used. As you can see, it kind of like empowered by blood as it sort of goes up the handle of his glaive and into the blade itself, and he just slashes you with it. He gets one. He's done his 2 attacks. That's fine. That'll be your turn. Marionette.
I'm going to do a little arcana on the chains,
Please do. Sounds great.
I'll try my best. Yeah, it's not good enough. It's a 10.
I'm afraid, yes, that does not work. But you also are a little bit more familiar with some of these runes now. Mm-hmm. So I will also say for both of you, and actually say for you, Kitty, next time you do an Arcana check, +2.
Oh, lovely. Very good. Very nice.
So, anything else you'd like to do? Known as action.
Not for now, please and thank you.
Okie dokie, back up to Marcus.
I'm just going to keep
Same again?
hitting these chains. Yep. Athletics.
I mean, you
Snap them.
could hit it with a weapon, or you can pull it out physically with your hands. That's up to you. That's
breaks.
entirely up to you.
I'll try and smack it with my
Sure,
sword.
alright, go for it.
13 plus 6.
If it's past a 10, you could.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
It's,
yeah.
it's a chain on the wall. It's not going anywhere. You know.
So, do I need to roll for damage?
Yes, please.
4 plus 6. Uh, 15 damage.
You take down another chain.
Cool.
For you, it seems relative ease at this point. You've taken out one chain with your bare hands and you've struck another with your weapon, and it falls out the wall.
Second attack.
I suppose you've got a second attack. You can do that for another chain.
11 plus 6. You said over
that
10.
hits, yeah.
So, what that does? 12.
Does not quite take this one down, but it is damaged.
What's the most damage?
So is that 3 down, or 3.5 down? I guess.
3.5.
Yeah, 3 down, 1 damage.
I would say 12.
Yes.
Oh, steam.
Yeah, pretty much any attack after that's going to take it down. Anything else you want to do? Bonus action?
No,
Right.
just keep taking turns.
Kitty,
Hello.
what you want to do?
Okay. I'm going to do an Arcana check on. I'll do a new one. I won't do the half damaged one because that won't.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to do just an Arcana check on a new.
Yeah, you want to try and dispel one, James?
Yeah.
Great. No worries.
Was it +2? Did you say?
Yes.
Well, an extra +2, so that would be a 20 dirty.
Yeah. You start to work out some more of the runes, and you kind of like crack the code.
Yeah.
And with your sort of natural arcane abilities, you manage to sort of almost like rub them out and dispel them, and in doing so, it breaks the chain itself.
Cool.
Nice.
As it just kind of like crumbles in various parts of the links of this chain. So that's one of them down. Very good.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to do my sorcery point thing again.
Okay.
So that's 2 sorcery points gone again,
Very
and
nice.
I am going to choices. I'm going to use one of my 3rd level spells that I haven't used yet. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. I would have done something else, but this is fun. So I'm going to kind of, as I've like really expertly, in my humble opinion, got this chain, I kind of like with a flourish, and not even looking at the Minotaur, actually. I don't need to look at it. I'm not even looking at it, kind of like wave my hand, and I'm going to cast Blood Choke. So this is choose a creature within range, its throat is slashed open from the inside.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's like a shot, it's almost like, so the Minotaur's like feeling like a sharp piece of glass, just like from the inside.
Nice, okay.
So it must make a Constitution saving throw,
Understood.
or it takes 5d6 damage. But
I
then
imagine
half
this guy is
unsuccessful.
good at
What is your saving throw? Like DC?
13. Yeah, I knew it could have been, but it still gets damaged.
Still half
Yeah,
damage as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, he's got +7 to this.
So he needs to roll 7 and below.
Bullshit.
Why not?
Oh no, sorry. So what? 13 is yours.
Yeah,
Wow, it's really low.
I know.
Ooh.
It's a 9. Yes, so I'm afraid
Why is it so low at level
16.
I mean, does it?
Should be your
Should be 10.
ability modifier plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
Top of 10.
Is it over 8 or 10 though?
Oh, it could be 8. Yeah, it could be 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
My
that's just what it is.
my DC's 13 as well.
Yeah, I don't usually. I think I've really gone over like 15 for a spell save.
No, it should get quite
yeah.
high eventually. It's
Oh yeah, but it takes a while
I don't
to
think it
get
has
to that
yet.
8
point.
plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which at level 6 should be plus
Oh,
3.
3, yeah.
Oh shit! So it's
Should be 14.
which is still.
Which, for
it's
this thing.
but I will change that. Yeah, so it still fails. That's
But
fine.
you should, make
Let me
that,
just write
make that
that.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it should have gone up.
Yeah.
There's
Especially
always something I
level
miss.
6.
Yeah.
So it takes half damage. It's
Yes.
5d6.
Okay, so roll it.
How many d6s will I roll though?
Well, roll 5d6.
And then you half the number.
Yeah.
Please tell me as a GM
Making
you've
it
been
more
halving the amount of dice.
Oh, I don't think I've ever come across that, to be honest. Where it's
I was
such an
roll
odd.
2.5d6.
Get
Well, I
it,
don't know if it was like you round it up, you know.
Roll 4.
It's fine.
I always roll down in D&D actually.
Okay, so that's 8, 12, and then
Yeah, level 9
7.
we got to plus
7
4.
damage.
7 damage. I'm assuming that's already halved.
Yeah, that's half. Yeah, that's so it was 14. So that's cool.
I think you probably see it because you're right in front of him. He just starts to claw at his throat a little bit. He's
What's the matter?
It's like he's got
Cat's
shit
got your
caught.
tongue.
It's like he's got a Walker's crisp going down the wrong way.
sharp and crisp.
It's got your tongue.
Oh,
Oh, good one
it's good, but
No blood
I've
cigar.
only given one out, and that was for an
Hey,
big fucking.
you know what? I don't need them.
Alex did.
I don't need your fucking inspiration points.
Shit, I forgot about that. I haven't spent it yet.
That's only one session, mate. Don't worry about it.
You got inspiration, so at any point you can choose to use it.
Okay.
Sorry, nothing.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I think he literally comes in with, "What's the matter, kid? You got your tongue?" And then we'll try and rapier poke him in the throat.
Do it.
So, ow.
What'd you get?
I think it's a miss. 8 plus 7 for 15, isn't it?
That is 15.
Yeah.
Misses.
He then will disengage and move back 30 feet.
30 feet. Very well. It's their turn once more. As he will now use Reckless. So, as you know, barbarians going to get advantage on his attack rolls, but everything else gets advantage on him, which is what I forgot to do last time.
Not even keeping yourself honest.
Okay. He will charge once more with the speed of 40 foot. It's only at 4 plus 7.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Well done for keeping myself on this. It's 11 plus 7, 18.
Hits.
He does not have his ability thing on. So
No,
not
use the smite.
As a bullet. 15 points of piercing damage as you are gored by the horns of this minotaur.
And like, he goes like Fear just goes to like grab them, but like Fear is not as strong as this guy, and they go in. He's like,
He kind of lifts you off your feet slightly, and you're sort of like brought up into the air with impaled by these horns, and then you can like you slide off the horns, and as you do so, he comes around with his glaive.
That's on the inside, like, you alright? That's not if you need
that's
anything.
20.
Yeah.
Don't worry about damage unless you really want to roll it. Unless you can actually, can you max out over 41 with the glaive? You haven't got the smite on.
No, just.
Okay, cool. Unless you want to roll it, you would only. I've only got 3 hit points.
You can max if you rolled max as well as doing arc rolls. It'd be 40 points.
I'd be okay because I'm on 3 hit points. But I will go down to 0 because I'm assuming that his plus is going to be greater than 3.
It's plus 4.
Yeah. Cool.
So
you're down.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're not dead, but I'm down.
You're gored up into the air, and then as he sort of bows back down, and you're released from his horns, he comes around with the glaive once more, and he just slashes you across the torso, and you kind of brought to your knees, and you collapse to the floor.
Keeps you guys free for another round, though. So.
Marionette. You see Fear get
keep going.
Fucking ruined.
So is it 4.5 chains?
Yeah, 4.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.5.
5.5. How did we use that extra one?
Because we.
Oh, is that the one I just did?
5.5. It's more than that. So you've got 5 Arcana ones left.
Yeah.
You've only dispelled 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's taken down 2, and you've taken down 1.
Yeah.
And
2.5.
You 2.5.
Yeah.
So at least 2.5 normal ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 5 Arcana ones. So it's actually 7.5 chain code.
Okay. I'm gonna try for an Arcana again. Let's see what we can do. Fuck my life.
You got +2 to it as well.
13.
Yeah, I'm afraid not.
Yeah. No.
Next time you roll, you get +4 instead of +2.
I think Mariette knows that neither thing that she can do here is as good as these two can do it, and Fear is down. So, as a bonus action, blood kind of starts to pool out from beneath, like the tubes. Can you hear it? Just for a second, it's like a little bit of blood releases and starts to swirl up around her with increasing speed as she casts Crimson Blur on herself.
Ah, yes.
So attack rolls against are made with disadvantage. Speed increases by 10 foot. Cannot be grappled, and weapon attacks deal an extra 1 blood damage. So
Beautiful. All right.
I'm blurring.
You're blurring.
And then I'm going to use that movement to. Yeah, because I've got that extra 10 foot. I'm going to move forward as much as I can to get closer to resort.
Yes. Resort.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You're pretty much. I mean, do you want to be in melee range, or do you want to be like? Okay. Yeah. Easily done in this space. you kind of like at the side of him as he's just like taken down Fear.
Housekeeping.
How do you see weapons next to her?
You're on Heelys. He's just like smooth as anything up to him.
Housekeeping.
Marcus, you're up once more.
I think Marcus is going to see Fear go down, and he's going to sort of like double take, and then he'll see Marionette start that thing, and then he's just going to be like, alright, I'll carry on what I'm doing. I can't. Does it have to be a creature for divine smite? I can't divine smite a bunch of chains.
I think so.
Okay, I'll just keep attacking with my sword.
Right.
Divine smite the chains. Bless you.
Seal.
Thank you.
14 to hit.
Yes, that is. Is this on the broken one, like half broken one, or?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. So
Maybe, so I could potentially do a magic missile where I can split my 3 missiles up.
Oh, okay,
So
like
if you wanted to take out one full, if you wanted to take out one full one, and
Yeah,
then
I'll
probably
do
do that like 2 on one and then one
Yeah.
on the other, just so you're not wasting a hit on that. I think.
I couldn't see your face behind that. It's not because he was.
12 damage.
12 damage. Again, this next one.
Oh, I forgot my inspiration. Oh, is that on attack rolls?
It's on attack rolls.
Yeah, shit. Okay. Well, second attack. I will get my inspiration.
Okay.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 to hit. Fuck me. It's going to be 11 damage.
Okay. Is this on that same one? Or a different one again?
I do it on the same one, so that means it's probably gone.
It'll be
isn't it?
broken, yes.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
You have to sort of hit this thing twice.
Yeah.
You take this sort of what
Come on,
once
you-
was a
Yeah.
solid chain, it just breaks off the wall, and you take that one out.
How many is left now?
So 1.5 broken normal ones, and then 5 rune-coloured ones still.
Cool. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. Speak.
Okie dokie. Kitty.
Okay. I guess I'm going to do an Arcana. The Arcana doesn't go up again, does it? Or is it just the once that it went up? The plus.
You still have the +2, but it hasn't gone up any further.
Just checking.
Just make
Just checking. Just checking.
Shops.
Checking on the kind of folk.
Hey Liverpool, how you doing?
12?
Yeah, in a chain.
No, Arcana in it.
Oh, sorry. Brain was in Marcus mode.
Hit the chain, love the brick. Hit the chain, stroke the brick.
I'm afraid that does not. And that was with +2 as well. Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Sword money.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my last 2 sorcery points to cast a spell using a bonus action. I'm going to do magic missile. So again, I'm going to do the 3 dots. One of them is going to go into a half broken chain.
Yep.
That's a 4
Yep.
for that one.
That takes out that chain.
Great. And then the other 2, I guess, are going to go on one of the undamaged ones.
Sure. The normal ones or the one covered in runes?
The normal ones, I think.
Okay.
For now, yeah.
There's one left.
That's 6. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Does not take it out, but again, it's one that is damaged.
Cool. That's me
Cool.
spent.
Spent all those sorcery points. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't
Take it with you.
Fear.
Oh, death saving throw.
Indeed.
Failure.
Shit.
Not in that one. I'm just saying that's one failure.
Indeed. In that case, we move on to the Minotaur. Having seen that he's dispatched one of them, he's going to go for you.
Hello.
Being the next closest figure.
Yeah.
Is he a strikeman, the down kind of dude?
Doesn't seem it.
Okay. Good for me.
Why would you ask?
You got to check, because some NPCs are like, let's double tap.
Well, I think you're currently seeing crimson blur just move towards him.
Crimson and copper blur.
Copper blur, and he's like, what the fuck? Like,
Whoa!
let's get this thing away from me. So he's going to try and go for you.
Disadvantage.
With
Makes
the,
Unless he's going reckless, then it makes sense.
That makes it normal for them.
Indeed. He will reckless.
So it'll just
So
be
will be
normal.
normal.
You get the advantage.
That's a cocker.
Yes.
It's a 4, which means it's an 11.
That does not
But-
hit.
Second attack.
That's a 2. So it's
There
still
you
that first attack.
I'm so fast.
Just through this
Fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
through this crimson blur, he just like swipes,
I'm just doing the John Cena.
Yeah.
You can't see me.
and he just can't seem to find purchase. Second attack.
I'm slippery as fuck, boy.
It's a 17.
Why are you rolling twice?
Advantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage because of their thing, so it's a flat roll.
Oh, cock. Well, his first roll on that was 17. Either way.
Oh yeah, this first one's gonna hit.
Still, it would hit you at this point, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good joke.
He sort of slashes through it, and
how maths works.
maybe it's just a lucky strike. As he's sort of like, his grip changes to the end of his glaive, so he gets as much range as he possibly can, and it just manages to catch you, and will do. Only 9 points of slashing damage on that one. As he sort of severs one of your sort of automaton cords.
My tubes.
Your troops. That will be. I think he will now use his bonus action to again use Smite of the Founder to reduce his hit points. But on his next attack, will be stronger. Marionette, you're up.
Okay, so I get advantage because he went attack recklessly, yes?
Indeed.
Okay, let's go with Le Rapier. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so 19 plus 6.
25.
Yeah, that one.
That absolutely hits.
You're just poised, aren't you? You're just ready. Anytime someone does a sum, you're like 26.
That was 25, actually, mate.
All right. I don't know maths like you do. I don't know all the numbers, mate. Like 1 to 9.
Simple
So,
arithmetic.
It's going to be 6 points of piercing damage and then an extra 1 blood damage.
7 points of damage. Very well. Okay. That hits. You score a wound.
I cannot do any other bonus actions, so I don't have any bardics left. Just checking I've got anything else. Lurking. Everything else is an action. That is going to be. I'm going to check it out. Is fear on the other side?
Yes.
I got another couple of rounds. You're fine.
I'm going to leave it 1 round.
Yeah, it's
one
fine.
more round.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
In that case, Marcus, you back up
Fucking hell.
with a
Wait,
half-broken chain in front of you.
Didn't I completely break it? Because I.
You completely broke one of them, but another one is now partially broken.
Okay, I think I'm going to just go for a full one.
Okay.
18.
Yep. Hits. Roll that damage.
Oh, that's better. 17 damage.
I mean, yeah, this partially broken one is just severed with your strike. You just hit a weak point, straight off.
Oh no, that was a full chain.
There is not another full one unless you're going for an Arcana one.
Okay.
One that's got runes on it.
Right. Well, maybe I'll do that chain, and then I can't use an Arcana attack, can I?
I mean, you can try hit it, but you just see what will happen.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's up to you. I mean,
I'll give it a go.
something bad might happen.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 30.
Hits.
Cool.
Better.
What was my last damage? I
You did
did
17 on the old one.
same again. 17.
Okay. Take the chain out, but you can make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to use my spell slot to cast Aura of Protection, which means I get an advantage on my saving throws.
To cast a spell would be an action. And I'm afraid in this moment you're attacking it, and it's in that moment the runes kind of like essentially sort of explode, and there's this force that just kind of comes out.
It's a 6.
6. That's a failure, unfortunately.
That's fine.
You take.
Fuck.
11 points of force damage as you're shoved away from this rune-covered chain. But you do break this chain.
24.
So.
Good to know.
It's alright if you don't mind a smack in the face.
The only chains that are left are 4 rune-covered chains. Anything else, Marcus?
You got
a bony.
No, that's 2 attacks.
Yep. Got a bony.
You can see it, it's poking the table.
Not anything that will be useful in this situation.
Kitty.
Hello.
What do you want to do?
I am going to magic missile at level 3.
Okay.
So so Kitty kind of almost like Wolverine claws, like throwing star vibe.
Cool.
Nice.
Nasty, gnarly things. How many are partially broken? If any, is there one that's
No,
partially?
they're all intact.
So how many? Sorry, how's 4?
4 Arcana rune-covered chains.
Okay, I'm going to aim definitely 2 at one of them, and then probably.
I think you can declare damage as they go. So you can.
So I can just decide.
I think we
so. Is
have
that
in the
right?
past. It's up to Jack, really.
Yeah, because I don't mind.
I'll let you do it.
Because I think it's like when you're declaring it on like a group of people, you'd be like,
Yeah.
on the first one, 4. Still up? 4.
Yeah.
They're down. I'll move to the second one. So like you, I think
that makes sense.
Well, it's more that it's kind of in the semantics of the wording, because it doesn't say you have to declare the targets beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're controlling them as they're going through. That's personally how I read it.
I know what's up.
And if Jack's willing to go for it, then hell yeah.
Oh, that is bleak.
Oh shit, that's awful.
So bleak.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Remember, you get to add a +1 to
8,
each
9,
one.
10, 11, 12 damage.
In total.
That's bad.
Which I know didn't take out one of them, so I think I'm just going to hurl all. I kind of notice a few of them, like, almost. They're a bit skew-whiff as I throw them, you know? Just like they're not kind of spinning how I'd want them to spin.
Got a ball.
So they're all just going to go 1 to 1. Yeah.
You would be a bowler, wouldn't you?
Right. So.
Yes,
Got her
they're all
ball.
spinning off, yeah.
Oh, what's the animation on that bowling?
You throw all these sort of throwing star kind of magic missiles at one chain. It sets off the runes, but you're not near it, you're doing it from range. So you're fine, you don't get affected. Everyone else is okay. It does expel the runes from this chain. Doesn't break it, unfortunately, but it is now a chain that doesn't have runes on it.
Has it had any damage to it? Or is it
It is.
Oh,
It's had damage to it. It's kind of
good.
weakened,
Yeah.
but so like for yourself, Mark.
Not very often somebody gets me. Well done. I'm going to watch that back tomorrow and I'm going to really enjoy that.
Look at them.
That was good. That was really
That
good.
was magical.
Oh my god.
I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you.
Fair.
Oh,
I just caught the end of it and it was great.
I'll have to watch it.
oh,
Oh shit.
Is that a 1?
no, it's a 2. I told you I had another round in me.
Just had another round, yeah.
Dear.
So,
Help us on the way.
yeah, we're good. Death saves are failed. That's 2 out of 3.
Oh.
Shit.
Okay.
Hey, it's not a 1. It's what we were banking on.
Resolved.
Check out!
It's going reckless.
So it's still disadvantage, so it'll be straight.
Okay, the first one was a 10,
Fail. Doesn't hit.
plus a 7.
Fuck you, result. 2 star.
Okay,
Not visit again.
Bed sheets were dirty.
There was a tied up blood angel.
Really weird vibes. Result was a little.
Can you try to offer me a pineapple?
13 points of slashing damage,
Oh shit.
plus
Just.
10 points.
I'm down.
What would be blood damage, so you would have probably resistance to
I
it.
do. Oh, let me check.
Because it's necrotic and poison. I think you have resistance to both anyway.
I'm resistant to poison and disease.
when you picked up the chalice from the founder, from that you gained blood resistance, because we gained the ability to bite and to thing because it was useless to us.
So you are resistant. Necrotic as well, essentially.
I'm still probably going to go down.
So it's 5 points from that instead of 10.
I have 1 hit point.
Fuck.
Second attack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's just division.
Disadvantage.
You're still present. But he's
So straight.
1 straight
Here it
roll.
fucking
Straight.
is.
It's Gay Pride Month, Jack. You really do this to me on Pride Month.
It's a 7
Plus.
a 7.
It hits.
So 14.
Yeah, it hits.
Join me. Lie down with me.
I'm dying.
So did you like hit the floor with like head to head? What a day.
What though?
In this moment, like you can see the Minotaur's getting frustrated with this crimson blur that's just happening in front of him, and you can see he kind of like snorts almost, and like a bit of like phlegm comes out, and he just throws his arm around and he just catches you by the neck, and then like with his other hand, the glaive just strikes you down, and you're just on the floor unconscious.
First time you've been down in the campaign.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm amazed it's taken this long. I am so squishy.
Well, fear and Marcus have been up front, so you've been alright. 2 of you down, 2 of you to fucking go.
No.
Let's go.
No.
You know, they say if you're up to the mic first, you're going down next.
Marionette, make it death saving throw.
So soon.
You got this, nat 20.
19.
Smashed it. Nice. Marcus.
It's a success.
I'm gonna see these two now down.
What do you do?
I'll tend to Kitty a bit. Finish this and I'll finish him. And I'm just gonna run up to Minotaur and I'm gonna attempt Divine Smite.
Very well. Well, first of all, you can roll your attack.
Using my inspiration.
You're using your inspiration, so you have
what's that?
advantage on this roll. I will say, you have an advantage on this roll anyway, because he's reckless.
Okay, cool.
Don't use your inspiration.
Don't use your
Alright.
inspiration.
I received my inspiration.
20.
Oh, it is.
You've got advantage roll, see if you get crit.
Crit fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
17.
17 plus 6, 23.
Easily hits. Yeah.
So that's my. So is it damage, normal damage, and then divine smite?
Yeah, normal weapon damage as you would usually.
God, a crit would have
Plus
been
your
nice.
smite. However many fucking D8s there
So what's your backup, Ian?
You think he has a backup?
Yeah, I could bring in.
Sadness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could bring in them.
Yeah.
I technically do have a backup.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sort of.
I think you say that. Yeah.
Fear and loathing in Kanrath City.
No, it was.
18 damage, normal.
18 damage. That was just your weapon.
That was just my weapon.
Okay, well then give me the smites as well.
So 6th level. That 6th.
6th level? What the fuck? Don't think so, mate.
6th level.
Sorry, no, I'm level 6.
Oh right, I see.
You have
I was
access
going
to.
to say.
So third level. Fuck it, I don't really understand the paladin stuff.
48 times. 48 on top of it. Is he undead?
No.
It's 48.
So just 40.
Just a minor.
Just a lonely little Minotaur.
Just my talk. 3.
Probably play an halfling, to be honest. Quite like halflings. My favourite race.
Oh, I might go
guys.
down and creating something horrendous. Just for you.
Thanks.
You go down the evil vampire route, I'll go down the goody two shoes
Yeah.
route.
Ooh, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 damage.
On top of the 18 you've already done.
On top of the 18 I've already done.
It's 40 points.
Fucking
of
paladins,
damage.
man.
That's your first attack.
Oh, it was
Yes,
as
it
well.
was.
wasn't
Yeah, it was.
Come on.
it? Did I use my inspiration?
Yeah.
You've still got. No, he went reckless, you've still got advantage.
Just
Jack.
advantage.
Yeah.
Fucking better than that, mate. Come on. 11
Plus.
6, so 17.
Yeah. You just about
AC of
hit.
16.
Huh?
AC of 16, you hit.
Oh,
Roll your damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16.
How do you think you kill
Fucking-
Result?
Resort!
I'm going
She comes
to.
running in.
I think having done the Divine Smite, he's a bit like, whoa, oh, and I'm just going to fucking bring my sword down and just going to cut, and it's going to stop in the centre of his chest.
Okay.
It's going to like slide through there, and
Almost
it's just like
left in twain.
yeah.
Very
And it's
nice.
just like he's just going to stop and then just drop.
You can see like it kind of like goes slack jawed as he sort of drops to his knees, and more of this sort of spittle and phlegm just like just falls from his mouth because he's got quite a large sort of clawy sort of mouth, but it just goes. He almost like stays in that sort of position on his knees as he just sort of slumps there with this like wound just across his chest, and he drops the glaive and he's just there limp. I mean, we're all pretty much out of initiative here.
I want to.
We're not though.
Yeah, because people are down. So, yeah.
You did it.
Resounded is dead.
So action's done.
My actions are done. I want to move up to.
Bonus action. No, you don't, because you've used smite.
Oh yeah.
Can I move? I'm just going to move up to fear first.
So you can do that, yeah, that's fine.
Obviously, I can't do anything yet, but I'm
Very well.
poised.
Poised and ready.
Caress him.
Kitty.
Keep going on this train, babe.
Yeah. Because wait, who's? Is it Fear after them? No.
Yes.
Because you've got to roll another death save. Yeah. So I was going to go up to Fear. Yeah, I'm going to run up to Fear because no one's here to.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'm going to heal you one up. Do I have any blood wells? No. Just gonna. Come on. Up you get.
With what?
I don't know. Oh, can I just like not just?
No.
Oh.
You can medicine check
you can-
to
oh,
stabilise.
medicine-
Sorry, yeah, that's what,
Stabilise.
yeah, so, yeah. That's me trying to stabilise.
Just
Sorry.
slapping him around.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Come on.
I'll do a melee attack on him. Just get an auto crit on a slap.
Grass.
Snaps
And
his
it's like, I
neck.
meant isn't do like, yeah, try and do a medicine check.
Do a
Yeah, because
medicine
I've literally
check,
got nothing.
Yeah, this was Pathfinder when you fail this check. You would
Yeah.
take damage.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for Pathfinder. We're going to die so quickly and everyone's going to feel so guilty. It's just a 10, isn't it?
So you should roll
Yeah,
a medicine
DC-10.
check.
Yeah,
Stabilize.
can I do anything now? I've literally just got to do it.
If it's
Just got to do
stable,
it.
it's just
Yeah.
straight. Yeah.
What's your plus?
8. That's
Fear is not stabilized.
like, I literally could not have done anything else.
Hey,
I couldn't have done anything
I
else.
love this shit when it's in the dice. I really do,
The
so.
wounds are just not something
Get the
you're.
fuck up!
He seems paler than he's ever seemed.
Maybe just the adrenaline in the moment. You can't work out how to help Fear in this moment. Is there anything else you're doing?
Right, can I do any bonus actions? Give me a second. I literally cannot do anything else. That's an action. I can't. Yeah, that's an action. I can't turn that into a bonus. Yeah, no. I've got
Hey.
dick all to do.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Still in the vision.
Oh, this is so awful. I hate it. No.
Get the fucking battle cam up.
No.
She's all like absolute fucking shit.
For fear, I do, yeah. I fucking roll trash.
Have you got the remote control? Because currently that's facing nowhere near the table.
I just realised that.
So good. Straight at Ricky, like.
Ow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was such a good visual.
Can't clip that.
Face of Bricky and imminent death.
That's what everyone sees instead of the light. It's just Ricky.
Right. Roll your
Is it?
potentially last death save
This is the first dice I ever made.
Oh
in
shit.
the middle of that table.
Let's go here. I think fear. Like you come across and you're like slapping him and stuff, and like his hand just like comes up and it's like shaky, and like for the first time you watch as the blood, those red irises drain, and it's almost like the sun comes through them. Like in that vision with those holy warriors, in that vision with the people who worship the sun god, you see for a moment hope. Kill them all. And he goes limp.
Marcus.
Marcus, Marcus, can you do anything?
For podcast listeners, that was an 8.
Fear's body is lifeless on the cave floor, next to the Minotaur Rizal. Marionette also being currently down. And this blood angel still suspended in the air by these arcane rune chains. Technically, we're still in initiative.
Yeah.
So, what would be Marionette next?
Death saving throw. It's pass, it's a 14.
Okay. There's 2 passes for Marionette. Marcus.
I will lay on hands Marionette immediately. Having trying to do it on fear, and then it's just like close my eyes, and then the moment takes me, and I just have to reach for Marionette.
I need to check something about automatic nature because I think there's a thing where I can only be healed by healing magic for constructs. I'm just going to double check it because I know there's a wording.
It's also worth, because of that vision in the chalice, that you can absorb blood and it can heal.
Which is why it's fucking weird. There's a weird. This is why I'm just double checking the wording on things because there's a lot of conflicting.
I've just read. Lay on hands itself says the feature has no effect on undeads and constructs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
This is down to dice, guys.
So,
Yeah.
I think, Marcus, you feel the cold copper of Marionette's form, and you try to sort of channel some of that holy energy, although it's not like the bright holy energy that most people would see. It's like you said, it's this dark purplish, almost black energy. And you feel like let it sort of run through your fingers, and it doesn't connect the way you think it should. It's almost like it's rejected. And then the energy flows back through your arms. You don't lose any of your lay on hands, but in that moment you know that that's not going to work.
And there's nothing I can do in this moment but to look at the construct.
You can.
Something I can-
I'd say your action is still there. You haven't used it. So if there's
Is
something else...
Is there anything that I can see on Marionette that might help in that respect? Like a syringe. Like a Pulp Fiction, like...
I mean, is there anything on
Fucking
Marionette's
belt
body?
pen!
Honestly, no.
Could you really use that defib right now?
Yeah, I've got no. Nothing.
Nothing.
You can still make a medicine check to essentially to stabilise.
Oh yeah. Fucking yeah, you should have said that earlier, man.
Well, there might be some other short way of getting
Around it. Yeah.
But you still have to roll above a 10. What is your modifier to this?
We say medicine.
Yes.
+2.
So you still need to get an 8.
Oh, that's a natty one. These dice gods ain't
for this
smiling.
one,
These
it's
dice are
because
telling a
you're
tale.
trying to work with the construct.
Dragonborn Industries is not responsible for your dice rolls, high or low.
If it was a flesh being, you'd be able to, like, you know, clearly that's a wound, I need to stitch it up or something. But this just eludes you. You don't have any experience with working on automatons.
The fuck is this?
You just don't know where to start. And you just...
Do I plug it in? Do I fucking pull a
Plug it
lever?
in.
Is there a dimmer switch on?
Roll again.
Reboot.
So, yeah. Anything else with a bonus action?
I mean,
I don't
if I miss, I don't think I'm missing anything. But I mean, what do you guys
It's
think?
probably not.
Above table.
You can't do
Help
that
my brother
on hands then, yeah.
You've done everything you need to in this moment.
But you've still got 2 good saves.
I've got 2 good saves.
You've got some
Oh,
rolls
I thought
behind
you were on.
you.
This
No,
one's going to be your last.
I've got 2 successes
Oh, okay.
so far.
It's just that it's all
I love the
dice.
recipe for this shit.
Yeah, I know. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good.
So, Kitty, you're up.
Because I am so I'm just trying to think technically, because I'm not technically like a vampire, I'm a crimson, so I'm like kind of
Might be fun.
ish human, kind of. I don't really know how it works.
Sure.
Could I, because I don't know if this would work, could I potentially get, is that I'm gonna almost just kind of very slowly get up from where I was trying to help Fear. Just to resign myself to the fact that nothing's going to happen there. Go to Marionette. If possible, because I know that she has. You do have like syringes, don't you?
No, I haven't got syringes. I've got vials.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to. Okay, this is too much on my turn, just to say. The idea is I
I've
want
got
to.
a silver needle. It's a magic thing.
Yeah,
That's what you
okay.
Yeah.
So the idea is I want to get a dagger. Well, get a vial first from Marionette's casings if I can.
I'll say that it's a bonus action to pick up the vial from Marionette's body.
I want to basically cut myself with the dagger, pour my own blood into that vial, and would that count as a blood vial for healing?
Yes.
Because I'm just gonna. Because I'm.
Crimson is more like a heritage rather than being a race.
That's.
You are still a halfling.
Yeah.
So you have humanoid blood, so you can absolutely fill up this vial with your blood, and it would be a blood vial.
Yeah.
I'd say you can do that as an action.
Cool. So then.
You can't do anything
I'm
with
going
the vial.
to. Yeah. So the idea is to then give it.
Very well. In that case, I'd say that what would have been Fear's turn
He's gone. Don't worry about it.
at the moment.
Don't give it away.
Technically.
Oh my god.
I'm stable.
Is that 20?
It's 12.
Okay.
Focus 3 checks in a row.
Yeah, lovely.
You are stable.
I'm stable.
You're not up, obviously,
Nope.
but you're somewhat conscious.
Whirring.
Where you like
Idling.
both of you can see like cogs start to sort of whir within the body of the automaton, and you think maybe she's okay. You don't know. You don't know whether there's like a self-destruct sequence.
Initiate fuck you protocol.
But
T minus
Marcus,
10
you're up.
minutes.
I mean, you're stable, so I'd say we're kind of out of initiative now.
Okay. Can I ask the
Bloody
Yeah, they're here.
yeah.
faint yell.
He's like, guys, really you're halfway through a job and you're just going to walk off?
If we free you, can you help our friend here? Referring to Fear. Is he gone? Or just gone?
I will have to further inspect his body, but I believe I can help.
Okay.
As payment for taking me out of these chains.
Excellent. Well, I'm just going to crack on.
Very well. Please do.
Just crack on.
Are they Arcana chains?
There's one non-arcana chain that's half broken.
Okay, I'll try and get that one.
Okay. Are you hitting it or pulling out?
Hitting it.
I'm
12.
really so overtired.
Yeah, that hits.
12 damage.
Yep. You take that one out.
Cool.
Easily. Another chain clatters to the ground, and only 3 remain. Still
they're
covered in runes.
I'm just gonna pull one.
You can try and
Actually, no, I'll smack it.
Okay. Obviously, knowing what happened last time the rune covered, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's up to you. If you still want to do it, go for it.
I mean, is there a way I can, like, get around that?
Not really, no. If you're hitting it, no.
I think it's almost like in desperation.
Sure.
I'll just hit it.
Then hit it.
11 plus 6.
Yes.
Fucking 11 damage.
You again break the runes away. They sort of dissipate, but they also like explode once more.
Yeah.
11 points of force damage to you.
Do I need to make a check, or is it take from the other one?
You just take that damage.
Okay. How much damage?
Oh no, sorry. Dexterity saving throw. I did say that last time.
Yes.
Make the check. You might have half it.
19. 22.
Yeah. So you take 5 points of force damage instead.
That's fine.
The runes are gone on this one, and it's half broken. So very good. That would be your turn, unless there's any other bonus actions you want to do.
Yeah.
Kitty.
I'm going to get that vial.
Yep.
And
still do what you're
Just
going to do?
yeah, I'm just going to try and at least now get Marionette up, and hopefully,
Yeah, I'd say
hopefully that will do it.
you've seen Marionette sort of trying to like clean herself up, like trying to get some rust away or something like that. But yeah, and you know just exactly where like one of these tubes kind of like disconnects, and you
Yeah.
kind of like you have to like grab it.
So I'm doing it like I'm really trying to, because I know that Marionette is quite proper and very like
Sure.
not sensitive, but you know, like I'm trying to be very respectful
Gotcha,
of the
yeah.
the contraptions and the
You
mechanics.
delicately do so. I'll say you can do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
And you slowly pour in this blood vial into Marionette's system, and you put the tube back in and like close off the bolt. And Marionette, you're healed by, I can't remember, it was like 1d6, I think it was.
Blood pulse?
I think it was essentially like a minor heal potion,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Oh, I've got them down as.
I thought it was like 1
If
HP.
I-
Yeah, it's like
well,
one.
I thought it was 1 HP for.
I've got a couple
Oh,
on
yeah, of
me.
course it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 HP. So
One HP to you.
Wow.
But that's enough for you to
For
awake
you.
as your eyes open.
Yeah, I think it's like a little flicker of light.
Yeah.
Like the old-fashioned headlights on cars. It kind of takes a second, but like the blood starts to like gently bubble again. Sort it's bolt right up because joints.
No, not to alarm you, but I feel this. I do feel
Gone where?
gone.
Well, shit.
But it's lovely angels said that they can heal. But so, I mean, I know you've only got 1 HP. Not 1 HP. I know you're not feeling very well.
Kitty sees the meta.
Oh,
I'm feeling quite poorly. Yes, but the change is still there. I'll give it a shot.
very well.
I'm so sorry to have to ask you.
It is your turn next.
I will use half of my movement to get up,
Yeah.
and I'll go over to the chains.
A rune covered one or the half broken one?
Let's do the rune one.
You still get a +4 because you failed previously twice.
18.
18. Just with the previous knowledge of doing the other ones, and unfortunately failing on those, you learn to break the code of this runes.
Got it now.
And again, you smear this one away and it dissipates
No.
without effect, and the chain breaks in multiple places.
Lemon place.
I have something for that.
Yep, and that's one chain down.
Okay.
Anything else? Bonus action?
I think she's gonna. Oh no, he's stuck on my move. We're out of initiative, aren't we? Kind of. We're still in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over to Fear and just sort of like.
Yeah.
Just-
I don't know why we're doing initiative.
Yeah.
We're all out of initiative. What do you
I'm
want?
just gonna like, because Marionette feels she's done something there. She's got up. She's gonna go back to Fear and just sort of like cradle him, and just gently hold him, and yeah, wait to see if this angel can help.
I think you notice with him because his glasses are like off now and his hat's fallen to one side. His hair's like wet and fallen to one side, but his eyes are just they're very dull, but they're hazel.
I'm gonna take the glasses then and just kind of put them to the side, but make sure his hat is on.
Very well. Put it on wrong, bitch.
Shut the fuck up!
So at the minute, there's one rune-covered chain untouched and a half-broken, not ruined chain.
I'll Arcana obviously the ruined one, I guess.
But I will say at this point, because there's only 2 chains left, Faintiel is now on the ground with his feet.
Okay.
I think in this moment,
You can fucking out there.
like it's just like his 2 arms, and he just yanks the one that's half broken
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
himself. But the Arcana one is still there. If you want to help him with that, he probably could do it himself, but that's up to you.
I think you got this, bro.
Come on, you do something.
He doesn't even sort of like ask you for help. He just like now that he's got the ability to move his body, like that half broken one just comes out of the wall without hardly any effort. Just and then with the other
I am
one,
the fountain.
Kill him.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
With the one hand that's
I would
free,
leave.
he like slaps his hand onto this rune-covered chain and he grips it, and you can see the runes start to like explode like they were on you, but like he infuses some sort of spell energy into it and it kind of like keeps this explosion to like a bubble, and it squashes it down and it just removes the runes, and in doing so removes the chain. Feels good to be free. Right, payment. We'll see if I can help this person, whoever he is. And he'll walk over to Fear's body.
Marinette's just going to hold Fear a little closer and pull away slightly. Is this what Fear would want?
Oh yes.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
Is it?
I feel like he, under other circumstances, no. I feel like what we have been through, and I can imagine he would understand why we want to bring him back. I also feel
Should
like
we bring him back? This is a boy who's known nothing but pain and
Well, perhaps he ought to get in line.
Marcus.
Got it. Sorry. Just
I can't help thinking
Is this
I may
a
be
cruelty?
thinking selfishly.
Is this a
but
help? Are we thinking of ourselves or are we thinking of him?
But I also feel like we can't do this.
Thintiel overhears your conversation about morals. Getting Fear up.
Aren't you fucking vampires?
No.
I will say that I have to make some sort of connection with him. In doing so, he will have a choice.
And I feel that's what we can. Yeah.
It would not
I
be
feel
just
better about
overtaking his choice to come back, but he has to want to come back.
the old.
So if that helps
Madwin.
alleviate your morality.
God, yeah, Jesus.
Because
Right,
if
that
not,
was a
we would
tear-jerking
be-
moment, wasn't it?
If not, we'd be no better.
Indeed.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, just go gently. He'll probably bite, but he doesn't mean it.
Tell him if he doesn't come back, I'll kill him.
And tell him if he doesn't want to come back, that's fine. But if he does, we'll have a talk.
I'll be as gentle as I can. And he kneels down on one knee next to Fear's body. And he sort of closes his eyes for a moment, sort of like a meditative state almost.
You've got fucking some reverence music going on there or anything.
I don't have any on hand.
It's fine, just drop the fucking dice.
Oh no,
Oh God.
it's happening again.
It's happening again.
Yeah, is it?
No, I don't know which one I dropped, to be honest.
I didn't know. This one here.
I'm in here all the time.
Okay, I'll do it.
Set the scene.
Just a bit of ambience, I'll do. So, he kneels down beside your body on one knee. He closes his eyes as a bit sort of like a meditative state, and you can see him start to sort of murmur some sort of arcane phrase. You're not really sure what it is. It's in a language you don't know unless you know Celestial.
Yeah,
You do?
I do.
You know.
Who did you work for?
It's programmed.
It's kind of like, you know, like you get broken English.
Yeah.
It's like broken Celestial. And you can make out words to the effect of light come to me, flow through this individual once more. Let him have his choice. And in a sort of this quick flash of movement, he thrusts his arm through the torso of Fear. And I'm imagining a bit like the Matrix scene where like Neo's holding the heart. And you can't see this in his body, but thrust into Fear's body is this Blood Angel's hand, and you can see him sort of contracting his wrist as almost he's trying to pump it himself. And there's sort of like a telepathic link now between Fear, yourself, and Thaintiel. And you, in this sort of unknown dark space, wherever you are, you hear the voice come through. I can give you the choice to come back to your friends, it's up to you whether you come.
Which soul does this connect to?
Your true form.
Classic. Oh shit. Okay, so so this is Azazel. So is Azazel at peace? Is their soul twined to fear and the torment that comes with it? Because fear knows no Azazel, but does Azazel know what fear's been through? Like, is he at peace? Is he like, because obviously, like, having been a priest of the sun god, would he want that to have happened to him? Obviously not. The whole point of malevolence having tormented these two priests of the sun god to create vampire children, this mockery of their own religion, that was everything they stood against and why they came to Kanrath in the first place. So fear doesn't know any of that, but this reverence to the sun god, this fear of celestials, this same anguished pain that came with meeting them throughout this. How much does Azazel know of fear's journey, or is this a rank, twisted version that he would have to come back to of himself?
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Azazel's always been there in some form. In the farthest depths of your mind.
Yeah, I think that's the torment that malevolence would have
to
wanted.
one side, letting fear come through. And ever since has been the controlling personality, as it were, for your body. Obviously, Azazel is you as a person originally, and that is what your soul would be. So Azazel does know what became of him. It's like almost like seeing behind just the screen, not being able to do anything about it. But still feeling all the emotions that fear also felt.
Yeah. And I think with that, there is a lingering... I think that hope that you saw in those last moments that was never present before, those hazel eyes almost glow like he was looking at a sunset, something fear has never properly seen. Does Azazel feel like there's peace waiting for him, even after this life as vampirism? Or do I feel like I'm walking into hell?
I think it's a choice for you to make of that one.
I think, with that, Phil no longer torment the living. Tell our friends we are sorry, but I will be scared no more. And he turns around to face the sun, walks into it.
Very well. I hope you seek peace wherever you go. I will let your friends know. Goodbye, Azazel. And you feel the disconnect from Thaintiel as you walk into this sunset, wherever this sunset may be, whether it's in another sort of dimension, another world. You walk into it regardless. From your guys' perspective, Thaintiel thrusts his hand back out of Fear's body, and in this moment you sort of expect Fear to come back, for there to be some sort of sudden moment of life, but that doesn't come. there is now sort of a gaping wound in Fear's chest where Thaetiel's hand punctured.
Whoops.
What the hell, man?
You said be sure.
And he sort of lets out a bit of a sigh. He stands up and looks towards you all. I posed the question to Fear, I believe you called him. He did not want to come back. He didn't want to be among the living anymore. His real name is Zazel. I don't know if you knew that, but I could sense there was another side to this person. A great grief, a great pain that he pushed aside. He lost his battle. And he no longer thinks that he has the ability to win it. I'm afraid he's gone. I must go. The founder still exists, and my vengeance still burns bright. No god, no spirit, no creature, no one should have so much power that they can claim the right to rule over the creatures. I will make my way, and I will kill this founder. And if there's anything else, I will go.
Marinette is just going to gently close Azazel's eyes, take the hat, place it over the wound. You didn't lose your battle. You won your peace. And you deserve it, sweet boy.
It's not me. It's my death, and I'm not the one going up close.
Thank you for trying. I
Said I
think you
would.
made the choice that was right for him. When you find the founder, make sure it's slow and painful.
That's the plan.
Good.
I'll do my best.
Hand Kitty a tissue. Hand Marcus a Capri blood.
Suck your fear.
Straighten up some of my tubes. Let's destroy this false god.
Yes.
Yes, I think I've changed my mind.
Good.
Finally, Marcus!
Let's go punch him in the face.
Let's go kill
You
him.
know what? Marinette is going to take Fear's hat and place it on her head.
It looks beautiful.
You look stupid.
Marcus
He'd
is
have
gonna,
hated it.
Marcus is gonna watch you do that, and then he's gonna look to Kitty and go look back at Thea's gun and just be like,
He'd want you to have it.
Take it, Marcus.
"No, you."
There is a lot of guns.
It's the size of me.
Well, I mean, and he's
I have
being quite
guns here.
respectful. Okay, he's being quite
Fucking
respectful.
ravage
He
the
will-
corpse. Take everything. Go.
I mean,
He would have done that to you.
yeah, there is a Bloodworks sniper rifle.
Are you sure you don't want it? I'll take it.
I mean, there's.
A lever action repeater rifle.
So you've got a Bloodwork sniper, you've got a dagger +1, a repeater rifle, you've got a blunderbuss, you've got a
Pistol.
pistol that's a +1, a basic dagger, and the rapier.
Would you like a repeater?
I'm quite alright, thank
I'll take the repeater.
That's, you can take whatever. Let's say like
We can say you
we can
loot
split
Yeah.
the spoils
Yeah.
out of the episode.
Would
Or maybe I'll take the Bloodwork.
Didn't think you'd cry for a malicious asshole, right?
listen, he's our malicious asshole.
Yeah.
Would Marinette know of any sort of like old stories or like hymns or something associated with I don't know, like things that aren't vampires, just like simple, good to honest, hard-working people.
9 till 5.
I mean,
Played on an organ.
I can't tell you any specific one.
No, but just in
But I
general.
think-
Like they exist in the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Cool. Like as we sort of gather things up and sort of loops the body and starts to turn away, she's just going to open up the voice box, and whereas is usually like a haunting tune, I think she just lets a more playful, joyful melody kind of ring out amongst the chambers, and it's in a major key. It's light, it's airy, it's not melancholy, it's hopeful.
Fair enough. I think that we will probably leave the episode there, as 3 of you remain. Your vision starts to blur again, but I won't tell you where, but you don't think you're in the vision any longer.
My body's just dead on the floor in the middle of this corridor. It's just like... He's still in walkie position. He's just lying on his side like a fucking Skyrim body.
You feel the disconnect of the vision, and you feel like you're about to return to material world as you know it. I'll give you a little bit if we're okay.
Yeah.
As you sort of wake up in a cold, dark stone alleyway, and you're very sort of groggy, and eventually your senses come about, and you realise you're on paved stone. This is not rough-hewn stone of the caves. This has been carved. And you kind of look left and right, and you are in an alleyway in between sort of like 2 buildings. And sort of far down to the right, you can see where there's like sort of a main thoroughfare where some people are going past, but not too many. It's quite quiet. But immediately before you, you see bodies around you. Some of those that you were travelling with, dead, bloodied, and massacred. And you were the only 3 to awake. And we'll leave that for next episode. Yeah, and it was a bit of a longer one, everyone, so apologies, but I think it was required.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit, yeah. So,
Heavy for him.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Dr. Nick.
thank you all for coming.
Very useful.
Really?
No, it wasn't even that. It was just that. Well, Fear's dead. Thanks for coming.
I thought you were making a sex
No, it
joke.
really wasn't that time.
Not that time.
It was just laughing at Jack's vernacular.
You 3 do gain actually a blessing at the end of this. We can do that out of episode.
blessing.
So you do have something extra. Fear would go on it. That'd be fucking dead. So, yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
For more Bloodpunk. But for now, that is the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time, whenever that may be.
Bye.